through these woods up here. Just stay low, keep quiet. Keep your eyes open. Real close to the gang lines. Thank you for trouble. We fire on my command.
Major gave us orders not to get into a fight. We're just supposed to be...
You'll be your command. We fire on my command. Okay, Perkins, Rusty, go step over that big tree over there. Lucas, you're with me. Here.
So we had a house and a barn here. So what did we see? What did we see? As we were coming through those trees from North Carolina, Alabama, and Tennessee. Archers Brigade, Bergman's 26th North Carolina Regiment, Alabama troops. I can't recall how many, but there was a lot of us. We had Tennessee and Alabama on the left, and we had North Carolina on the right. Now today, on July 2nd, 13th South Carolina be rolling through here. They were Harmons too. So we rolled through here with General Archer on the march. Didn't think we were going to see much of nothing. We thought maybe there was a few scouting parties, some Yankees. But before we knew it, rolling across this farm, we saw those boys in blue with those black hats that we'd seen before, right through those trees, right at us. Only in Pennsylvania. Good evening, y'all. Good Saturday night from the Gettysburg battlefield. It's about 9 o'clock. If you're tuning in now or later, thanks for tuning in. What's happening? Cool guy, good to see ya. I can't see too well. Hello, hello. What's happening, buddy? Did you send me a friend request on Steam? And good evening, salutations and greetings. I saw somebody sent me a friend request on Steam that said that they're 6'5" and 155 pounds. And I believe that you or somebody else described yourself as tall and skinny. How you doing? How is your autumn? Nice. Awesome, awesome. Hell yeah, I used to be in band, man. I played first bass. My belly drum. Nice to see ya. I've been sick. I've been very sick for the last month, so I haven't been on very much. But I'm keeping up with my YouTube videos. And hey, good to see ya. How's Cool Guy doing? Dude, how was your Saturday at band, man? Nice. How was it? I hope it was awesome. It was a beautiful day. I think that music's a little loud, isn't it? Yes, it is. Apologies. Right on. Dota, how are you? Nice to see ya. Well, I'm good enough to be streaming, so that's good. Dota, nice to see you. I never forget your name. That's what I figured, Cool Guy. That's awesome. Congratulations. Well done. Your hard work paid off. Dota, what's good with you, buddy? How are you? Cool Guy, please refresh my memory. What instrument do you play? I forgot. I forget a lot of things these days. And that's excellent, man. Congratulations. It's nice here. You guys stop in next weekend for my birthday stream. It's also my 2-year anniversary on Twitch. Next weekend for Halloween, and hopefully we can get out and see some spooky stuff this week here on the haunted Gettysburg battlefield. Chilling, drinking some cheap red wine, surfing on the internet. That sounds all right, man. Right on. Oh, boar's blood. Chase it with some coffee. Right on, man. Red wine sounds really good right now. That's Mio vitamin drink and some good strong New England coffee. Dota, what state or region do you live in? Mad Science, I love your name. I've been working on... Oh, right on. Awesome. I'd love to visit your country. I've never been to Finland. It has some beautiful areas I'd love to see. Zebu is from Finland. I watch Zebu. He plays a lot of retro games. A lot of good science and technology comes out of Finland. I know you are. You're in the Midwest, dude. You've got cattle. I remember you. I remember your story. I told you we had 30 cows when I was a kid. You said you had like a couple hundred. So we're playing some good old Civil War mod. That's what I've been up to. And so the new, pardon me, the new latest version of the American Civil War mod, and I've been very sick for the last month, so I'm still talking a little slow, but it's still me in here. A little older, a little more forgetful. But we are playing the new updated version of the American Civil War mod, version 1.8, which came out, I think, a month ago. From King85 and his crew on ModDB for Mountain Blade Warband. And so I've been doing a good bit of work of my own to the mod. And so I have modded the music, I've modded the menu screens, I've even modded the intro video, and a lot of the weapons I balanced out. The ground textures, the landscape overland textures I redid. I started redoing banners. I redid the banners the last time, and so I threw my old ones in there, but I started working on the American Civil War mod dev team's new banners. I started adding more texture to them. And so hopefully I hope people who may want to play my mini mod when I have it done for American Civil War mod, enjoy it. Enjoy the changes that I've made. That's the key, is the word you said, look. Thank you very much. I just like them to look a little better. For example, Mercator, who works on Parisno, or King 85, who works on American Civil War mod, or Cal, who works on Lord of the Rings. Those guys are outstanding programmers. They do coding and programming that I can't do. I can do some light scripting and stuff. Even though I was programming 40 years ago, it's not what I do. But I went to art school. I love doing graphics and textures, and I've been doing graphics and textures mods for video games for 30 years, since 1992. So thank you very much. I like them to look a little better. You know what I mean? I don't like to mess around with the core game elements that these devs put into it. You know what I mean? But when I find a saber that does like 73 damage or something, well, then I want to balance it out. And so for the past couple of weeks, when I've been well enough, I've been picking through and playing the mod. I've restarted the game, the campaign, 3 times. I've made a lot of changes to locations because I know the locations. For anybody turning in new, I've been a living historian and reenactor for almost 20 years, and I live in the Civil War capital of the world, in Gettysburg battlefield. And so I know a lot about these places, and I used to give lectures on the effects at a lot of these battlefields that you guys see on the History Channel. Over the years, I've given lectures at the battlefields for big official events. And what I talked about might surprise you. What I talked about was the impact of the war on farm families, okay? East and west, north and south. And so that's the kind of thing that I would talk about. The effect on agriculture and the personal effect on those families, agricultural families, farm families. And so I would do a lecture series on that sort of thing. And thanks a lot, man. The good old us of A. Yep, it's almost Halloween. So a month from now, I'm trying to plan to get Dr. Greenbuds probably to take me downtown, because we will be having the National Remembrance Day Parade right here in Gettysburg. And what that means is reenactors and living historians and units and Yankees and Confederates come from all over the world, and they descend upon Gettysburg, thousands and thousands of troops marching in a great big parade, big national parade. We have Remembrance Day here a month from now. And so I'm going to try to get downtown in my wheelchair. Hopefully we can live stream it. I have all the gear I need. Like, I have attachments and arms and everything for my camera, so I can like cruise around. It's just mobility, getting from point A to point B is the problem for me. But I would love to share the parade with you, and I'll be able to share it to some extent. And thanks for hopping in, guys, and saying, hey, it's nice to see ya. I haven't been on for a while. I'd like to be, but I get on when I can. And thanks for chilling. And yes, I remember both of you guys. Cool guy, I always think of plains and cattle. And ground, yeah, prairie dogs stick popping their heads up out of the halls. This might be a little laggy. I haven't started really going through all of the textures and see if anything needs to be optimized. I'm glad that these guys are still continuing to work on this mod, because I love the Civil War. I love the history, and there's just nothing out there that I know of that is a single player ongoing historical campaign where you can interact with historical characters. And I have some other things in store that I'd love to do with this. And I'm going to send my work to King, and if he'd like to use it, he's welcome to. The music that we're listening to right now is friends of mine from Romney, West Virginia, and the outfit is called Rebel Union, and I have permission to use their music. But I'd like to add Abraham Lincoln to the freaking game. Wouldn't that be awesome? Honest Abe with this freaking vampire killing axe, right, for Halloween, right? Roaming across the battlefield, freaking cutting vampire heads off. Holy cow. So I've been doing a lot of tests on this. And it's still a little laggy when I stream with OBS, but on my YouTube channel, guys, I've been cutting battles at 1080 with 700 men, 1,000 men, high def. Streaming with OBS, I can't do it yet, but I will be soon. Stay tuned. And if you're kicking it, thanks for kicking it. Thanks for the company, and thanks for the hey howdy hey. Hopefully we'll get some joy. Unfortunately, I had to turn the battles down to 150. And welcome to another meeting of Pyromaniacs Anonymous. Let's hope we get some joy here, huh? I haven't looked around the new Gettysburg yet, so maybe we should do that, right? He's added some changes to Gettysburg. I read on the dev notes that he had worked on Jenny Wade's house and all kinds of good stuff, and I know he watched my videos because I commented. I really liked it. It's nice being able to give people a tour of my town here in a Warband game. Fun, fun, fun. And thanks for listening to my yammer. I talk all day. If you let me, that's why I have a Twitch channel. Right on. I hope you guys are getting out and seeing some of them fall colors in the autumn with the trees. It's beautiful outside here in the old Lower Dutch Appalachians. That's my front yard. That's a photo I took at sunrise. It's right out my window. And that's General Buford, and the cannon at the bottom of his feet is the very first cannon artillery that fired the very first artillery shot here at the Battle of Gettysburg, and the general behind him is General Reynolds. The tree behind General Reynolds, a year later, I probably took that photo a year or two ago, probably more than 2 years ago, because I've been in a wheelchair now for 2 years. But the tree is now gone. The Park Service is taking out a lot of trees because of ash borers. And so unfortunately that tree is gone, but the upside is we'll get some nice photos of General Reynolds against that rising sun. In the future, that tree won't be there. How about that? And yeah, I started modding the Tail World's intro videos. That's always fun. And so I did Marie Antoinette looking all sexy when we're playing Lego. Rock and roll, Warlord. Yep. Yep. I've got my bald spots going on. Yep. I'm going bald on the top of my head. That's the downside. The upside is I get to buy more cool hats, right? So that is a reenactment battle. That is not a photo from the era. That is a reenactment photo. Trying to think, it looks like Malvern Hill. There was a big private reenactment about 5 years ago. That was, we were doing 7 days battles in Malvern Hill, and it was for film productions. And so there was no public, there were no civilians. It was all private, and there was no telephone poles, no cars, no electricity, nothing. You're really doing immersive living history, and that's what that looks like. And that looks like, if that is Malvern Hill, that would be the 6th U.S. Infantry
in the distance there, right under my cam, you can see the American flag. And so the opposing force, and that's likely why I chose this photo, because the opposing force, the Confederates down at the bottom, would have been the 57th Virginia with Armistead going up against Hannibal Day and the 6th U.S. Infantry. And those two units, the Yankees on the top, would have been my cousin Andrew, who was in the 6th U.S. Infantry from Ohio, and my great-great-great-grandfather, his cousin, Larkin, down with the 57th Virginia, and Armistead down at the bottom, the Battle of Malvern Hill. My grandfather and my cousin fought directly against each other at that battle at Malvern Hill, and my grandfather was wounded. My great-great-great-grandfather. No, it's not. It's not done. And I've started mini-modding it like I usually do. What you're seeing here is my work. The music that you're hearing is my friend's music. My friends Rebel Union, they're out of Romney, West Virginia. But I redid the menus. I started redoing the music. I've redone about 90% of the music. I've redone all the menus, all the escape screens, all that jazz. I redid the font, so it's a new font, new music, new menu. I didn't do anything to the textures of the soldiers or any of the NPCs. I customized the companions. I started adding historical characters such as Rufus Dawes, Harriet Beecher Stowe, Rose Greenhow. Yeah, so you get the idea. That's what I usually do with mods. And the little, oh, Ben Crippen. I added Ben Crippen, right? Little Ben Crippen. I think the American Civil War mod team should adopt that little dude on the left, right? Jen, I knew I'd see you. I had a feeling I'd see you. Jen is not new here. Every minute is new to Jen. What's happening, Jen? Welcome, Jen. I redid the buttons. I redid the menus. I redid all of these buttons. I added a lot of stuff from Napoleonic Wars DLC. So I took a lot of these buttons and stuff out of Napoleonic Wars and threw them in here because they fit very nice. I retextured most everything. Video, I have shit turned down. I'm playing on easiest because I've also balanced out the firearms. And so the firearms are now twice as powerful and they're twice as fast. I should say they're 10 to 20% faster, but the damage was pretty much doubled. You're going to take one shot. One shot's 100 hit point damage. Most heroes, my character has like 50 hit points. So it don't matter if I've got it on easiest or hardest. You're going to take one shot from a mini ball and you're dead. Jen, how are you? Just cooking dinner? What are you having? Oh, acorn squash. That sounds so good. I'm very sick, Jen, but I'm doing I'm okay enough to stream, I suppose. It's nice to see you, Jen. I had a feeling I would see you. That's the thing, we get extra ESP with multiple sclerosis. So I turned my troops down to 150. An hour ago, I was just playing a battle of 700 in high def, but I can't stream it with OBS. I can't do that. I have to turn the graphics down and shit. So I redid the menu, and I'm going to redo it again. I'm going to make brand new menus for this mod from scratch, and I'll send them to King, see if he wants to use them. So we're playing Friedrich Hecker. Does that name ring a bell for anybody? If you've watched any of my previous Civil War broadcasts, and if you guys ever are interested in this time period or history, I've done a video series for several years called Field Notes from the Fringes of the Earth and Excursions into the Past when I could still walk and do living history. And so if you're interested in that sort of thing, I have some pretty popular videos on those topics on YouTube that you might find interesting. So Friedrich Hecker was a revolutionary in 1848, and the German, there was I should say a tried German revolution. Failed, I guess I would say. That's a new menu screen I threw in there. But he was one of the leaders of that. It's a little laggy for me. I did do a pre-stream check and it wasn't real laggy. But what he was fighting for, his revolutionary ideas and what he was fighting for, and he was an activist, is the word I'm looking for, was more equality for common folk with the aristocracy. You know, he was trying to fill that gap. More equality and more social rights for common folk, the peasantry, et cetera, et cetera. And after the 1848 revolution, he moved to Switzerland, and then he emigrated to the United States. And he emigrated to my neck of the woods where I grew up. The compass down at the bottom, I modded that. I replaced the compass. I replaced all the buttons. I replaced the music. Where's Chicago? There's Detroit. Rock and roll. So Hecker ended up here just prior to the war. He emigrated to the United States, and he ran a company, German Jaegers, over in Germany. Okay, so he had military experience. And so then he became a part in this area where I'm from. I grew up on this river with Tom Sawyer, Huck Finn, and Mark Twain. All right, this is where I grew up. A lot of Scandinavian-speaking people here. A lot of Swedes, Danes, and Norwegians settled here. This is where Scandinavian people first settled in the United States, was right here. And so a lot of old-timers here still speak Norwegian, Swedish, and Danish here. And a lot of Dutch and a lot of Germans were already emigrated here before Scandinavians. In any event, so Hecker's his big job, Chicago Fog moment of the day, his big job was the 82nd Illinois was comprised of several different companies, and each different, hey, Mama Bear Olson, what's happening? Zahu, what's happening? No, it's just a video. Mama Bear Olson, thank you for the cheer. And so Friedrich Hecker, his big job, this is why he's one of my heroes. This is why we're portraying Friedrich Hecker. He had to command, under General Solomon, 4 different companies. One company was Norwegians, from my county where I'm from, of Norwegians, one company of Danes, one company of Swedes, and one company of German Jews. And then he had to find captains who were bilingual for each of those different companies. And so Hecker, with his Germans and with his Norwegians and his Swedes, and they went off to battle. And so he was fighting for equality in Europe in 1848 through the 50s, and then he emigrates to the United States to carry on the fight for freedom for an indentured people. Hey, I've been very sick, Mama Bear. It's nice to see you. You're my favorite granddaughter. If I'm not on Twitch, I'm not doing very well, but I'm doing okay today. It's nice to see you. Zahu, big hugs, bro. Well, I have progressive MS, so my condition will continue to deteriorate. Hopefully we can slow it down. So it's just, I have several illnesses, but I'm doing okay tonight. Zahu, big hugs. Jen, it's always good to have you. Dude, squash. I got to get some squash, man. Mama Bear, big hugs. I miss seeing you guys. So thanks for letting me share a little bit of history about Colonel Hecker. And Colonel Hecker survived the war. This is the hero that we're portraying tonight. And we're just getting started out. He passed away, and he's buried on his farm in Somerville, Illinois. And he lived until the 1880s, I think. Yeah. So you guys, if you're just tuning in, tune in a month from now. I'll be back. We're going to be having the National Remembrance Day Parade here a month from now in Gettysburg here through town. And so there'll be thousands and thousands of reenactors and soldiers marching through the streets in 1860s uniforms. So looks like we have some updating to do. So Rufus Dawes was a hero of Gettysburg who fought for the Iron Brigade. And so I customized this character. So I added Rufus Dawes to the game. Judge Roy Bean, the life and times of Judge Roy Bean. Have you ever seen the film based on the real life of Judge Roy Bean Jr.? So I added Roy Bean to the game. Doc Pierce, I changed his name to Doc Bierce in reference to the poet and writer during the time, Ambrose Bierce. You may know the name. Right on. So we have all kinds of awesome troops. 19th Illinois Zouaves. If you guys don't know what Zouaves are, Zouaves were elite troops. Wallace's Zouaves, and General Wallace was from my hometown, and he was the hero of Shiloh and the hero of the Hornet's Nest. 76 Pennsylvania Bucktails, Keystone Zouaves, Pennsylvania's Keystone State. Awesome. So we got all kinds of kick-ass soldiers. We were just in a war. We have Loretta Janetta. Loretta Janetta was an infamous woman from this period, from the Civil War period, who disguised herself as a man, and she actually commanded troops in several famous battles during the Civil War, where she was also a spy. Dude, I know it's late. Mama Bear Olson, rest well. Acorn Squash, big hugs. It's nice to see you, and thanks for stopping in to say hi. Zahu, I will check your messages soon. I haven't read your messages yet. I apologize. I just remembered. Sleep well, Mama Bear. Rice mentioned in the Discord he's in touch that you were. I'm sick. I can't leave my house. You guys are welcome to come over. You can sleep on the balcony. There's a nice hammock out there. Right on. I've been ill for the last month. And then what were we looking at? Vivandiers. You guys know what Vivandiers are. Vivandiers were kind of like battlefield nurses. There's actually a film out called Vivandiers. I have a couple of friends who are Vivandiers. And they're sometimes called ice angels because these girls, what they would do, and they actually had their own uniforms that were kind of based on the uniforms of the Zouaves. Hey, Mr. Inja, what's happening? Dude, I am ill. I have multiple sclerosis, hemochromatosis, costochondritis, narcolepsy. So I'm always sick. Some days I'm sicker than other days. But thanks, dude. Big hugs. High five. They're in the message, but okay, right on. If we run out of topics to talk about, I never run out of topics to talk about. Have you seen the size of my pinky toe? Mr. Inja, good to see ya. Zahu, big hugs. Britt is headed off to the army soon. And so these girls had outfits kind of like Zouaves, and they would take dry ice. We actually did have dry ice in the 1860s. Rose Greenhow was probably one of the most famous spies during the Civil War. She was a Confederate spy in DC, and she was hung. Okay, so she was busted. Clara Barton did not invent nursing, but she brought nursing to a new level. And that's why Clara Barton is a household name, right? Recruits, 82nd Illinois, awesome. I'm not doing any cavalry. I'm trying to stay low key on the cav. I don't need cavalry winning every battle for me. We can win battles with rifles. And so guys, these aren't going to be huge battles. I had to turn everything down because I'm streaming. But I should have a new computer before the end of the year, likely right after Thanksgiving. Mr. Inja, how are you? It's nice to see ya. Zouaves, let's get some Zouaves. Color guard, I need to change these troop trees because a lot of these elite troops, they upgrade to, we'll take those 42nd Pennsylvania Bucktails. The Bucktails fought right here in my front yard. You guys ever see the pictures of the big white barn, McPherson's barn, on my Instagram channel or any of my YouTube's excursions into the past videos? Bucktails fought right there, man, right over there. Right on. So these guys, these elite troops, right, are upgrading to color guard. Color guard should be below the elite troops. Color guard were not like the top dog troop at this time. The color guard also, during the Civil War, a lot of these flag bearers, they tipped their staves. They used their staves as weapons. A lot of these guys here on the battlefield, I've never done color bearer. I've never been a color bearer, but a lot of my friends who are color bearers, they put spikes and stuff on their staves. So these guys would do some damage, man, with their banners, you know. So we'll get into some little fights, you guys, and I wanted to chat with ya. Playing Sea of Thieves, pretending to be a pirate. Bullshit, you are a pirate. Dude, right on. This puff's for you. Dude, I love that game, but I'd rather watch you guys play it. Dude, I did see you play that. I love that game. I love it. It's like a freaking cool, trippy cartoon. So I hope you guys like the tunes. It's my friend's Rebel Union. And so I was master gardener at the Brick House Inn here in Gettysburg. And if you pay attention to that sort of thing, you've seen the Brick House Inn on the Travel Channel every year. It usually gets in the top 10 best B&Bs in the United States. And so I was the master gardener there. What the hell story was I going to tell you about the Brick House Inn? I got a lot of stories to tell you about the Brick House Inn. It's haunted as hell. It's haunted as hell, right? And here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't try to do it, okay? But I walk really quiet. I do. You guys do it to me every time. I'm telling you. I walk really quiet, Mr. Inja. This puff's for you. Good to see you guys. Rock and roll. So, dude, the girls, the maids at the B&B, right? At the Brick House Inn. You guys Google it, Brick House Inn, okay? See it on the Travel Channel. The girls, the maids there, real nice ladies, right? They're always talking about how they would see Confederate soldiers or Union soldiers like walking through the hallways, apparitions, or they'd hear shit. And I don't try to do it, but I'm somebody who walks really quietly, and I don't do it on purpose. But I always startle people when I used to walk normally, right? Because I'm in a chair most of the time, right? I'm in a chair about 95% of the time. So I would cruise in to the B&B, and it's two homes. There's the Welty House, which was built in the 1830s, and then there's the Victorian brick house mansion that was built in 1898. And so I was the master gardener, and it's right in the center of Gettysburg, right downtown. So I'd go in to, like, you know, get a slice of watermelon or get a drink of water. Or the chef would be like, hey, Daryl, you know, come have a piece of pumpkin pie or something. And so I'd cruise through the hallways all quiet. The screams. My quiet walking would just scare the shit out of one of the maids. And so I started to use it to my advantage. It was great. I just walk up to one of the girls and just tap her on the shoulder. Ghostbusters, watch out. Mr. Inja, this puff's for you. And this puff's for all you guys rolling in. Digging the music right on. Rebel Union. If you know Romney, West Virginia is the cradle for good old Appalachian music. And that's where my friends are from. Thank you very much. That's why I was even talking about the Brick House Inn. That was your multiple sclerosis cog fog moment of the day. So I'm sitting there working on the trumpet vines at the Brick House Inn, and there's this couple sitting in these rocking chairs, enjoying the bed and breakfast. We strike up a conversation. They're reenactors, I'm a reenactor, and they're musicians. And that's how I met Rebel Union. That's where I was going with the story about the Brick House Inn. It's very easy for me to get distracted. I need stronger weed. We'll try to get in some lagless battles. It's nice to see you guys. Any of you warbanders are interested? That's what we're playing. And guys, I'll tell you what, I haven't been on in a while. King 85, the mod dev for this mod, okay, and I polished a bunch of it up. But he's added some really new cool additions to Gettysburg, so I was thinking either tonight or tomorrow we'd go and check it out. So maybe we'll cruise over there now. We're not too far away. Thanks for kicking it, y'all. Senpai Well, it's nice to see ya. Nice to see ya. You guys want to shoot some powder? I want to shoot some powder. Let's shoot some powder. All right, who we looking at? Right on, we were just looking at this. We leveled up. Roy Bean leveled up. Good old Judge Roy Bean. And so I redid all the menus. I redid the buttons. I redid the font. You guys get the drill. The characters, the design, the textures on the uniforms, I didn't touch them. I'm loving it. I love this mod. It's fun. It's fun. It's evolving. They're still working on it. It's a work in progress. It's not done. But it's Civil War. It's fun. It's awesome. It's Warband. Rock and roll. Oh, what are we looking at? Oh, you're hurting, aren't you? Yeah, you are. What's he got? So he got his first aid surgery wound treatment. Does now. And the Enfields, the Springfields, the Richmonds, etc., they're two-handed weapons as opposed to pole arms. Yeah, he should have a bayonet weapon. Rifle. No smooth bores. Jim Baker, he's hurting. These guys need to rest, so we'll try to make it to Gettysburg and get some rest. He was jacked up already, so his attributes are really low. I did not mod this. I didn't touch it. The only thing I ever fudged is my inventory, and I'll show you what I mean. And if you guys have tuned into my Warband games before, you know I always jack up the inventory. But his stats were already at this level before I even started the game. Even though his attributes do not dictate these scores. Glenn, what's shaking? You are in my power, son. Glenn, good to see ya. There you are. Glenn, good to see you. Welcome to my front yard. Hey, man, was that you who posted the comment? I believe it was on my YouTube channel, that the inspiring comment. If it was, thank you very much. I think that was you.
And now,
Hey, Rocky!
It's nice to, always nice to see you.
now it's time for another special feature.
Glenn, thank you for those gifts. That was very nice of you. Thank you very much. Dude, I've been doing some Lego. I hope you tune in when I do some Lego, man. I gave you guys, you and Dan, a bunch of shout outs on my Lego videos. I hope you tune into a little bit to my Lego videos on my YouTube. I was giving you and Dan some shout outs, and thank you very much for those gifts. Thank you very much. I am polishing up the American Civil War mod. And so I've redone the menus and the screens and the fonts and the music. As usual, playing the shit out of Lego, man. I know you've been busy, I can tell. Because I usually see you pretty active on social networks. Glenn, big hugs. It's good to see you, buddy. I know you've been busy. And if any of you guys want to get into some Napoleonic Wars multiplayer, someday I'm going to get to be the mascot of the 84th Highlanders. If you guys want to play some hardcore kick-ass Napoleonic Wars, hit Glenn up. He will show you the way. Oh, nice. Yeah, stay focused for sure. Yeah, you guys have some kick-ass events, right on. I'd like to get out and chat with you again. Grounded, I've never heard of it. Or have I seen you play it? I may have seen you play it. I'm going to end up just chatting with you guys, aren't I? What else does Jim need? Leadership, engineer. What's he got? Tactics? Needs tactics? Yes, he does. Awesome. Let's go, go, go. Let's shoot some powder. Fred, Hecker, all those guys are color guard. So Harriet Beecher Stowe was the author of Uncle Tom's Cabin. Rose Greenhow was probably the most infamous spy of the Civil War, so I customized these characters. Clara Barton, of course. Loretta Janetta was a spy, and she disguised herself as a man. She commanded troops in the field. How about that? Awesome, awesome. So, we got to level up. I redid these menus. All the buttons, all that good jazz, right? So the one thing I always fudge is my inventory. I don't do the Warband inventory. It's bullshit. I'm not going to waste all my points on inventory. So in any event, what do we got? I'm working on my intelligence now so I can read some books. What else do I need? Tactics, tracking, looting, horse archery, riding, athletics. Athletics would be good. Prisoner management, I think, is broken because I have a cap right now of 5 prisoners, but I can put like 50 in there. So I think the prisoner cap is probably broken in the mod sys. Hey, guys, what do you say? Tracking, trainer, spotting. Right on, I can't see shit. Looting, tracking. Yep, let's fill the void. And let's get that 2-handed up there because I'm going to go back to bayonets. Throwing one-handed weapons. What did I miss? The sheer amount of information your brain holds is mind-blowing. I know, man. You have no idea. The top of my head, it's not even here. It's like a volcano. It's crazy. I can't keep up with it. Grounded is another cool little game. Survival game where you're a tiny kid in a... Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds like a very ecologically minded game. I've often said over the years, you guys see grass. I see Horton Hears a Who. Because I'm a degreed ecologist is really what I do. Botanical, right? That's so cool. You guys, I hope I see one of you play it because I tune into Jin's stream when I get a chance. And I tune into Mr. Inja's stream when I get a chance. And I enjoy both you guys' stream. I like hanging out with you guys. And I'm sorry I've missed you for the last month. I haven't really left this room. Dr. Greenbuds was just here on Wednesday. The FBI lady was here on Friday. You are so small you can literally stand on blades of grass. Really? You guys will have to show me the way. So, you guys want to go to Louisville? Let's take a look around. Oh, right. Okay, so the other things that I changed real quick while I'm thinking of it else. You guys, I'm never ignoring you in chat. I have to focus because I'll totally get distracted off to Pluto. So, what did I change? Camp Nelson was probably one of the most famous camps on this river, on the border between Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky during the Civil War. Camp Nelson and Camp Dick Robinson were 2 huge staging areas for the Yankees in Kentucky and Tennessee. But the most important thing about this fort is that this was the largest U.S. colored troops, African American troop training base in the entire country. And so Matthew Broderick and the Massachusetts troops, very heroic, yet it pales in comparison to Camp Nelson. Okay? Camp Nelson wasn't a Hollywood movie, that's the difference. But Camp Nelson, all those U.S. colored troops that fought for the Union, fought for their freedom, came out of Camp Nelson. And I had 4 ancestors that were officers there training those troops. And then I had 4 ancestors that were officers riding with General Morgan to raid their cousins up here. No shit. So Camp Dick Robinson, I also modded. I added Camp Dick Robinson. There was like Hodgenville here. So I added Camp Dick Robinson. I apologize if that's a little loud. Okay, and there's reasons that I changed it. Louisville should be a city. Camp Nelson is a fort. Okay, and you can visit these places today. You go to Camp Nelson today, there's going to be a Civil War reenactment there. There's going to be cavalry there. There's going to be guys firing artillery off, camping out, get involved. Right on. Teach history. Camp Dick Robinson, awesome. Another historical place. So I added Camp Dick Robinson. I added Perryville. Okay, Perryville, important battle in Kentucky. So I modded this, I added Perryville. What else did I change? I changed Fort Madison to the very significant Springfield, Illinois. And I grew up on this river right here. All right. So this is where Lincoln had his law offices. This is where Lincoln got the spark to even run for the presidency at all. And so I grew up right up the river from Springfield. And Lincoln came to my hometown to give his very first debate with Douglas for the presidential nomination. Was in my hometown right up here near Springfield. And this was Racine, but I changed it to Camp Randall because Camp Randall was the place where 2nd Wisconsin, 7th Wisconsin, all these Wisconsin boys, Iron Brigade, came into Camp Randall, marched off to battle. And so I changed it to Camp Randall. Also, Talladega. In Talladega, I really wouldn't call it a battle. Wasn't much of a battle. But there was a more significant battle right next door in a town called Munford. And so I changed Talladega to Munford. There was a more significant battle a couple miles away, right in Munford. Another thing I changed, and you guys, I've gone over some of this on my YouTube channel. This was another town. I think this was called Perryville. I changed it to Monocacy. Monocacy is a bitchin' battlefield right outside of Baltimore. If you ever get a chance, you're between Baltimore and DC. Stop by the Monocacy battlefield. You'd be glad you did. It's a nice battlefield. It's a historically preserved piece of Americana. Houses, everything in the middle of the burbs. It's pretty cool. Monocacy is a nice battlefield. So I added Monocacy. And I'm not done making my changes. And so we'll see what else we have in store. Dad! Dude, big hugs. Mosquitoes are dangerous. Holy shit, mosquitoes are dangerous. You ain't kidding. Dad, what's shaking, brother? MS Warrior in the house. What's up, teammate? Right on. Thanks for the cheer, bro. Whoa. So I'm looking around, showing. I modified the ground textures, so these are my textures. I'll mod the trees. I'll mod the grass a little bit, you guys. I just like to polish it up a little bit. And Mr. Dota, thanks again for the nice compliment. The compass down in the bottom left, I made that from scratch the other day. Right on. I always think the Warband compasses kind of suck. They don't look that good. And, you know, some of the Warband compasses look good. In any event, I put a period compass in there. And that's a real deal vintage 19th century compass. So let's get around, look around. Let's go into Louisville. Let's go into the pub. And no, this mod is not done. This mod is not done. And if you guys are looking for some 1080 high def 700-man battles in this mod, tune into my YouTube channel. I'll be posting more tomorrow. And thanks for listening to my yammer. And thanks for coming in and saying, hey, you guys. I've been really sick, Dat, with MS. My symptoms have really been flaring up the last month. And I know you're someone who understands. So for the past month, it's been a really bad month. But I'm okay. I got plenty of food. My bills are paid. And I got friends who roll in and say, hey. And I got MS warriors like you who are fighting the good fight to freaking cure this illness. So rock and roll, high five. Mosquitoes. You guys, I can't wait to see you play some trippy games. Dad, what do you play? I don't have any moderators in the house, do I? I need to give you guys all shout outs. That's why I need moderators to keep up with it all. It's nice to see all of you. I hope you guys become friends. I hope my friends become your friends. This might crash. I've had a few crashes going into the town scenes. So like Mr. Dota asked, is this finished? It's not. There was one town scene that I went into that crashes every time, and this might crash. Indianapolis is, I don't think it's done. Yeah, it's going to crash on me. We'll fire it back up. So we won't go into the town scene. I tried to rescue This is my new Tale Worlds videos, you guys. I'm customizing all the Tale Worlds intro bits. So if we're playing Napoleonic Wars, we have Marie Antoinette with her fan. And then I've got Beavis and Butthead running into each other in wheelchairs. It's fucking hilarious. Oh my God, I didn't even know that Beavis and Butthead had wheelchairs. Oh my God, they're going to be my new freaking heroes. I got to get the t-shirt with Beavis and Butthead with the freaking wheelchairs. Scene editing. No, I haven't. I haven't. And I don't know if I can these days. I'd sure like to. I'd sure like to. And thank you for asking. Extremely shocked to admit that I've been playing a lot of Fortnite and having a blast. Dude, it's like my daughter said one time when she was 10 years old. I always remember the most insignificant things that are sometimes the biggest things. And my daughter said, as long as they're having fun, Dad, that's what's important. So, Dad, pardon me. As long as you're having fun, brother, that's what's important. We have our next 24-hour charity stream for MS planned for the 30th, leading into the 31st of December. And dude, I'll be joining you for that, Glenn. Dan mentioned something to me that you guys might, because you guys also, by the way, man, big fat shout outs for the 84th. I'm their grandfather, every one of them. Glenn, I am your grandfather. I thought I could, but I don't think I can. I don't understand. Glenn, thank you. I'll be joining you guys for that. Dude, Zahu, get some rest, bro. Go to sleep, man. I'll try to stream earlier on the weekends. Most of my friends are over in Poland. I got more Polish friends than anybody, and the only Polish word I know how to say is dupa. It's the only word you need to know. Glenn, thank you. Dan mentioned something like that. And then he said, I wanted to talk to you and ask you questions again about your career. And I just can't help but think that he's just fucking with me. You guys don't want to listen to my spiel about my career. Zahu, big hugs, dude. I'll see you soon. And I'll hop on and I'll check your messages soon. Get some rest, bro. Sleep well. Dream good dreams. Which career do you want to hear about? Do you want to know how to smuggle 1,000 1.2 ounce tolas of hashish in frozen ice packed, ziplocked, airless freight from Amsterdam to the USA? We could talk about that career. .2 ounce tola of hashish in a frozen, vacuum sealed, frozen shipped pies to a grocery store that never opens in the middle of nowhere. Hash was really good in the 80s. That was another career. I'm so glad people are being a little more lax about herbal medications these days. So you guys want to shoot something? I want to shoot something. And so I made all these menus. Dude, Glenn, I'm modding my Lego game, so we're going to have all 84th Highlanders in my Lego game. I'm actually retexturing the uniforms. And so I'm going to put 84th Highlander uniforms in my Lego single player game. Dan. Oh, you guys are fucking hilarious. Dan, good to see you, man. Thanks for the interaction on my Twitter. Appreciate it. So I redid the menus. Let's go, go, go. We're on day 58, you guys. I redid all the screens. I redid a lot of the music. Some of the sounds. I am sick of hearing the Mountain Blade. I got rid of all the Mountain Blade Warband sounds out of this. If you guys download this off of ModDB, you still might hear some Mountain Blade Warband sounds. When I get done modding all of this, my mini mod that I usually do for the shit I play, if you guys are interested in it, hit me up on Discord. I'll send you a link to my Google Drive. If you want my assets, my music, my changes, my custom NPCs, all that jazz. So we're not going to go into the damn town. We'll go into the pub. See, so the stairs aren't done. These textures are not done, but he's working on it. King's a programmer. He's a coder. So, I mean, I can help him on some of these textures. I could totally redo this. But as far as making scenes and stuff like that, I haven't done stuff like that in a long time. But textures, that's what I like to do, man. And Glenn, I owe you a piece of art. I have not forgotten. So let's find out where everybody's at. He's still being General Grant, Old Sam, Gettysburg Grant's a friend of mine. So General Grant's a friend of mine. No shit. He's right downtown, sitting on his porch, smoking a cigar. He is. He's a former Marine. He's from Southern California. So we can't bust him out of Nashville. I already tried to bust General Grant out of Nashville. The door for the prison is, I don't know where it is, because the prison guard is guarding the arena. So it's still a work in progress. I'm still enjoying it. So we couldn't rescue General Grant. So let's find out where the General Prentice is, right? So he's at Camp Dick Robinson. He is our marshal. So we're going to scoot. Let's go to the pub. Let's see the goody goods. I've been looking for some. Yeah, so this is a new turban for the Zwabs. Look at that. So King85, the mod dev, he did these textures for these civilian outfits. They're kick-ass. Yeah, this is like freaking badass gunfighter. Look at that. This music, it's going to make me cry. It is. It's going to make me cry. I modded names of some of the uniforms because I'm creating an 82nd Illinois troop tree. Right? So dig it. Yeah, he did some really cool, nice textures. If you guys have not played the new version 1.8, which is what we're playing, yeah, these are new, and he did a really good job. I really like these new outfits. The first time I went into the pub, and you guys will see the video on my YouTube from like a week ago, I was really impressed. I was excited. I was like, ooh, look at that guy. Looks like Doc Holliday. Looks cool. Right on. So he did a good job. Yep, these turbans are new for the Zwabs. Awesome. And now, in version 1.8, he did a lot of changes. He's got a lot of the Native Americans. He's working on the Native Americans. Kick ass. And if you guys haven't tuned into my Native American mini mod for this, I started modding an immersive mini mod for American Civil War, but it's all based on American Indians, right? So I added all kinds of new stuff, music and everything, man. And so Brogans are now in the marketplaces because Brogans weren't in there before. I had added myself. So he added all kinds of stuff that if you want to play a Native American, you can totally do it. These guys are doing a good job. And I mean, it's like he's got a few guys working on this, you know? So we got a bunch of loot we got to sell. We just got in a fight. We just beat General Longstreet. And then, I added the Wizard of the Saddle. I added Lieutenant General Bedford Forrest, right? KKK fame. Bedford Forrest. One of the greatest cavalry generals of the war. And so we just beat General Forrest, right? We just took on Bedford Forrest. We beat him. And then we beat Longstreet. And we outnumbered him by a few troops, but not great. But I recorded those in high def, and they were pretty high number battles. I'll throw those on my YouTube channel. But yeah, I added Bedford Forrest, and so this is where all the loot's from. I fought a couple of battles before I streamed to test out my frame rates. We forgot to record the last interview. Ask me anything. So if you guys have ever watched my videos entitled Excursions into the Past, you'll see my sidekick, my messmate actually, my living history and reenacting messmate. During the Civil War, there was a buddy system. And you had a messmate, somebody you went off to war with, somebody you tented up with, somebody that helped you get through the hard times, right? So your messmate. So my messmate is a professor here in Gettysburg. And so you guys may have seen the professor in some of my excursions into the past videos. And that's your second cog fog moment of the day. Welcome to the interview. Right, that's what that's about. Welcome to multiple sclerosis. I totally spaced, right? I'm a commander, I'm telling you. So he asked me, and I told him, ask me anything, right? Interview, ask me anything. So he says, have you ever killed anybody? Ask me anything. I'm a truly transparent person. Always do your best to be as transparent as possible, regardless of the results. So my answer was, don't stick around to find out. And don't get into that situation in the first place. What's the worst part about a bad situation? The mess afterwards. Stay out of negative situations. Smoke a joint. All right. The blades, I increased all the blades, all the firearms, you notice all the weapons. Now the police revolver, I modded the police revolver, I made it slower. The accuracy is less, the damage is less, but it's faster because it's a pocket revolver. But the rest of the 45s, right, and the 38s, I pretty much evened those out. I balanced out the firearms across the board. 90, 90, 65, right? So you're not going to have a huge upset in a battle win because of technology. The battle's going to be won by strategy. You know what I mean? Troop movement or numbers, for sure. So I started leveling out the weapons. And the thing is I've used almost every one of these weapons in this game. About 90% of these weapons, either I have a few of them laying around here, or I've used them in the field. I've really fired them. 61 revolver, I have one. The 61 Springfield, I wish I had one. I've fired them though. I love them, man. The old Springfields are awesome. 61, right on. So I got a pretty good idea what these old antique weapons, reproductions. So like my Enfield, I've probably fired it several thousand times, but it's still like new. My 58 caliber, my 52 Enfield. And but it's still like a new weapon. And so a lot of these weapons that I fire are reproductions, almost like you just got them. You know, you just issued this weapon. It's 1862. You're in Richmond. You were just issued an Enfield, right, from the Richmond Depot. And so it's still, you know, you reissued something. But so I got a pretty good idea what these weapons are like. And I'll tell you what, they're always slow. Legal, Napoleonic Wars, this mod, every firearm mod I played in Warband, the weapons are too slow because I fired them in real life. Any black powder weapons, they're too slow in here. So, long story short, and I am the king of making a short story long. I doubled the damage. Yeah, I doubled the damage. I bumped up the speed probably 10, 20% on most of the weapons. So the weapons in Warlord's version are killers. You'll die. So we're going to get killed. We're going to get popped in the neck about a dozen times. We'll go for 13. Horses. The horses are kick-ass. Look at that. Oh, look what he did, you guys. I didn't even show you this yet. He added crates of tobacco. This stuff's new. There's now artillery, just like in Legal. This is turning into a lot like Legal, but Civil War, right? So now we have artillery, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but most of the time they do. And so it's a lot like Legal. It's like Napoleonic Wars. So we got some cannonballs that we got out of loot. And thanks for letting me showcase off all these new updates that the guys did from the American Civil War mod. The whiskey, just like I requested. So now it's a food item. Now we get morale for having whiskey, ale, beer, all kinds of good stuff. Wine. He's added King has added all kinds of great stuff in here. Crates of tobacco, +4 to party morale, rock and roll. Corn. If you guys saw my YouTube video, corn brings people together far and wide, I'm telling you. It's not as good the second time around. You heard that here first, no shit. Pun intended. Yeah, Tennessee Walker, rock and roll. So I hate being an officer. In Civil War living history, the highest rank I've attained is captain. I was captain of the 57th Virginia Jeff Davis Guards here in Gettysburg. But I like being an in-the-dirt private, like in real life. You know, that's my trip. But the thing is the Winds of Fate here during our campaign. It's 1862, I think. The Winds of Fate, it's May, it's early, so Antietam time, right? Yeah, it's beautiful down there. You guys ever get a chance to go to Sharpsburg? It's some of the most beautiful piece of American countryside you'll ever see because it's preserved. But I just wanted to stay a private, and I wanted to fight in General Wallace's army, but the Winds of Fate threw us into collecting troops, making our way. We're seeking a commission. So let's see what we got in store. Let's see if we can go to the tavern without crashing. Welcome to Calradia, 1863. So now we have hookers, right? The dress looks awesome. Good job. Look at that. He did a good job on everything, man. So, right. So that was one thing that I had mentioned in our previous playthroughs. We've been streaming this and making videos of this for several versions for the past couple of years. And one of the things that I had requested, and I know King's watched my videos, is some more morale boosters. For example, Ladies of the Night, right? Harlots. And the food items like tobacco and whiskey and stuff like that, giving that morale boost. And King came through, man. He delivered the goods. So rock and roll. Shout outs and salutes, man, to the American Civil War mod developers. Check them out. So I rolled in here and I'm like, yeah, look at the bowler hat. Look at the hired gun. What a trip. Okay. And yeah, it's still Calradia. You know, I've never done scenes or anything, but yeah, this is, I still enjoy the shit out of it. Look at this. Look at his civilian suit. His civilian suit. He looks great. He looks awesome. Super. Super, super. And if any of you guys will ever want to see this stuff, I think tomorrow is Sunday. So I'm going to try to stream during the day, and it depends upon how I feel. I haven't really been well with MS the last month, but I will do a show and tell. If you guys request, I'll bust out a bunch of my stuff, man. We'll go out on the balcony. We'll shoot off some gunpowder. Get the po-po over here on live stream. We'll get them to shoot off some gunpowder. Yep, the Popo and Gettysburg, they're all Civil War fans. So check him out. Doesn't he look fabulous? He looks awesome. I love it. Right on. So Trip Gunderson and King added all custom characters. I recustomize them to characters of my choice. Rufus Dawes, leader of the Iron Brigade, right here in my front yard. If you guys have ever seen Gettysburg documentaries, newer ones with lots of action, right? On the History Channel, that sort of thing. You guys saw the story of Rufus Dawes. Ben Crippen here in Gettysburg, the young teenage flag bearer who refused to let that flag fall right here at the Battle of the Railroad Cut, right behind where we're sitting. Right? I added Ben Crippen to the game. I was a civilian contractor, Dota, to answer your question. I was in charge of green operations for the White House, Arlington National Cemetery. They were my clients, places like Quantico, a lot of admirals, government officials, things like that around DC. I lived around DC for a long time. So I used to dig holes in the middle of the night with the security clearance. So I was technically, but I never was like in an army unit. I never went to boot camp. I enlisted in the Army when I was a teenager, but I could not enlist because I'm hearing impaired. I wanted to be on a helicopter crew. When I was 16 years old, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be in a U.S. Army helicopter crew. Whatever, doing whatever. Flying it, co-pilot, shooting guns, whatever, mechanic. I wanted to fly helicopters. That was my trip. But I couldn't because I'm deaf. I'm mostly deaf in real life. I have like 20% hearing in one ear. So I read lips a lot. So the downside is I'm deaf. The upside is I can look right through a window and see what people are saying. It's really good when you're in the landscaping business. You can see just what your customers think. And now the secret's out after all these years. So people who know that will walk away from me and then turn their backs. No, I wasn't, man. I was a civilian contractor, though, back in the 90s for several years. We had a lot of government clients during the Bush and Clinton administration, and that's when I lived around D.C. And then I moved on to Virginia Beach, which is huge military community. Met a lot of friends. I like it here. I like it in the Mid-Atlantic. I love Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, Gettysburg is a great place to live. It's so pretty here. But I wasn't. And thanks for asking, you guys. Thanks for the conversation. Mr. Inja was. Salutes to Mr. Inja, and thank you for your service to our country, sir. I recorded it, Dan. It's on my YouTube channel. Let's go, go, go. Sorry, I'm talking. Yeah, sometimes I've noticed now that's the second time where I entered a city scene in Louisville and in Indianapolis, and it crashed on me. So that's 2 times. Another error worth noting is on day 2 of this campaign, Abner Doubleday himself was indicted for treason on day 2. So I rolled back the game, went back to my last save game. I didn't want Doubleday to be indicted for treason. That was crazy. So we need to wait. We need to heal. And you guys, thanks for the chat. Thanks for listening to what I have to say. It gets lonely up here on Pluto. It does. Is it getting cold where you guys are? How's the weather? This guy's not really talking about the weather, is he? Is that Uncle Billy? I bet you that was Uncle Billy, and it looked like Uncle Billy was getting in a fight. So 4 out of 5 color guard. If you guys Google, image search, Google, General Sherman's March on Atlanta color guard, and you'll find a black and white photo, have about 5 or 6 guys standing there, color bearers. 4 of them are my ancestors, no shit. And so my mom comes over years ago, and she's looking at the photos on my wall, and I have this black and white photo of the color guard from General Sherman and his March on Atlanta, right? And my mom goes, "Who are these guys?" I said, "Who do they look like?" And every one of these guys looked like her brothers. She named them like Johnny, Dave, right? The resemblance was striking. From 163 years ago, yeah. So rock and roll, let's scoot. We are hurting for certain. We're hurting for certain. We are hurting for certain. But if we hook up with Uncle Billy right here, that's yes, it is. It's Uncle Billy. So General Sherman, we're going to hook up with General Sherman. He's got General Gartrell, but the both of us will kick his ass. Oh, these guys are just, look at, he's all miserable. Preston. Oh, Preston, that's such a Southern name. Oh, Preston. I'm glad he added this because these freaking companions were pissing me off, right? And the thing is I can't mod the save file. Usually I mod the save file so I can just make all the companions get along, right? When we all played Warband 10 years ago, it was fun, you know, juggling the companions, who works with who, etc., etc. These days, I just mod it so they get along. Why? You enlisted, man. You signed your name. I'm paying you the king's shilling. Get in line, lock and load. I'm not, you know, playing with their drama. Let's rock and roll, get in line, shoot some powder. So we hang deserters in this army, son. I know the field needs plowing, but you can save that when we get back to town. So he'll stay miserable until we raise the morale. So let's go jump in with Uncle Billy, and if we crash, I'll fire it back up. Who we fighting? Oh, yeah, let's get him, boy. Let's get him. It's a little laggy, and it's just because I'm streaming with OBS. Right on, General Gartrell. Bitchin' freaking banners. And so there was a lot of new banners that King put in here, and I started adding texture to them. Some nice waves and wind flaps and all that jazz. And so he is the military governor of Tallahassee. He's got a renown of 606. And how is our Captain Hecker doing? 244? Rock and roll. Uncle Billy is Uncle Billy, and this guy's dead meat. No! Uncle Billy didn't join us in the fight. What a punk. We'll do our best. We'll do our best, boys. We're going to burn in hell. I'm not doing Cav. I don't do Cav in real life. That's the one living history in reenacting that I don't do. I could do. I grew up riding horses, Shetlands and quarter horses and draft horses. But I do infantry. That's my trip. And then as I've gotten older, I do artillery. 1st Pennsylvania Battery D, right? And so I named these guys appropriately Battery D. These guys, I threw them in one of my favorite Yankee units, the 82nd Illinois Rock and Roll. And so we're also doing 19th Illinois WAVs right out of Chicago, right? So General Solomon, who lives right up here on Harris Ridge, right out my window, the official General Solomon, but the real General Solomon is also German and Jewish. And my friend General Solomon is also German and Jewish. And he was in command of a lot of these troops, and he mustered them out of Chicago, like the Chicago Zouaves, the 82nd Illinois. And that's who Hecker fought for. You guys want to see a really entertaining movie? Roy Bean. The Life and Times of Judge Roy Bean. That's a fun movie. Enjoy. Rock and roll. Let's kill something. We're dead meat. And I'm a little spacey, guys. You know what? We need a puff. Yeah, we do. Ooh. First powder of the day. You know what's going to happen? It's going to be so much buildup. We're going to be freaking out. We're going to be unfurling our banners. Holy shit. We're going to be shooting so fast. We're just going to be putting the powder in the gun, and we're going to be butting the butt on the freaking ground. That's why you can shoot 5 rounds a minute. We're in the heat of battle. There ain't no ramrodding going on. We ain't even taking the ramrod out of our rifle. We're tearing powder. We're pouring powder. We're beating it on the ground, and we're shooting. Shooting, 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 shooting. Remember a guy one time, he asked me, well, how can you do that? How can you do 4 or 5? And I showed him, don't use your rammer. Hit it on the ground. Shoot. Put a bunch of paper in there. It's like confetti. So, all right, let's not crash. So, nobody shoot. Save your damn ammo. Get up on that hill, boys. Orders. All right. I can't aim. Get it, boys. Yeah, it's not too laggy. Good deal. I had to turn the troops down. Come on, boys. Form a line. Move. Hellfire and Brimstone. This is the elephant. Die, bitch. This isn't usually how it goes down, but these guys just rolled right up on us. Form a line, boys. Yeah, that was pure chaos. Flag bearers. I think I got 24 rounds. Oh, dude, we're gonna lose. We're gonna get captured. Shit. Yep, he killed us. Yep. Oh, epic defeat. Epic defeat. Oh, we're prisoners. We'll escape. We'll escape. We'll find our comrades. We'll get drunk. We have mandatory military service. We had to do 9 months in Navy military police. Dude, that sounds really interesting. And thank you for sharing, Mad Science Dota. Dan, high five. Good to see you, dude. Let's go, go, go. Dude, epic defeat, guys. Sorry. I haven't streamed in a while. The first thing I give you is a defeat. But the build-up, worth it every time. What I mean is we're going to rebuild our army. We'll see who escaped with us. Preston and Clara. Now we got to make it home without getting mugged. Rebuild our army. Let's go to Gettysburg. Oh, he wiped us out. Holy shit. Can you believe it? We had some good troops too. I did. I had some good troops. He kicked our ass. It was chaos, man. He rolled right up on us. Usually, I've been playing some really nice line battles. I've been having some really nice line battles. He rolled right up on us. Came right up to hell. And that, because we were outnumbered, who do we have here? Holmes. We just beat General Longstreet about 6 hours ago. That's where all that loot was from. So we'll find our companions. We'll build up some more troops. And we'll get some revenge. We're still a mercenary. We haven't been offered a... Winchester's a great town. Yep, welcome to my neck of the woods. Love Harper's Ferry. Love Antietam. Love Gettysburg. Right on. So now we're in my neck of the woods. Awesome, awesome. Oh, Preston. Yep, we got to find our companions. Who's this? Oh, General Jackson. Yeah, we beat Stonewall Jackson a few times. Right on. Harper's Ferry, man. Harper's Ferry is an awesome town. Harper's Ferry is not only a National Historic town, it's actually, the whole town is preserved where there's no cars. The buildings and the street and everything is one great big outdoor museum. The whole center of town. Harper's Ferry is actually a national park. There's no like modern buildings around or anything. If you guys ever see the film Gods and Generals, which is outstanding, Gods and Generals, in the beginning scenes where they're doing the Battle of Fredericksburg, that was actually filmed in Harper's Ferry. If you ever get a chance, stop in for a weekend in Harper's Ferry for some living history. It's very nice. You'll be glad you did. All right, let's build up some of them troops. 9 Union State Militia, rock and roll. So epic defeat. We got to get some revenge. We got to kick some ass. Holy shit. We'll build up some troops quick. No worries. Let's see what kind of stuff we got. Did they rip us off? Oh, they stole my damn boots. Can you believe it? Damn. Stole my boots. Thieving bastards. Oh, man. Jeez Louise. I love it, though. The tobacco, 4-party morale, the whiskey, awesome. I love that. All you mod devs out there, man, make your food items, man. the ale and everything with the morale bonus, man, making food items, right on. Big bonus. Kick ass. So I love Remingtons. I got a Remington 12 gauge. I love it. Bitchin', 44. Yeah, so I bumped up all of the blade damages. So the blades all do 30 range damage. All blades do within 30 to 40 damage. Horses didn't mess with them. I'm glad he added the gloves. Oh, I got the pipe with the hat. Ah, I love it. Awesome. Let's go, go, go. And the music we're listening to is Rebel Union. My friends from Romney, West Virginia. Sits right over here. Bitchin'. Boy, I'd sure like to get out to Antietam, man. Maybe I can invite Dr. Greenbuds, go down there for the day. We'll smoke a big fatty, man. Right out in the cornfield. All right, General Ricketts. Let's go to... We can't get any troops in the fortresses unless we have a 500 renown. You have to... I read in the dev notes that that's one of the things they added. So now we can recruit, I think, veteran elite troops from the forts and maybe the towns once we get like a 500 renown or better. And our renown's still sitting at about 230, 240 maybe. And so once we surpass that 250 renown mark, we should be getting offers of commission to general in either the Army of the Potomac or the Army of the Mississippi for General Grant or General McClellan. I want to mod General McClellan into Honest Abe. But not any Honest Abe. I mean, man, it's Halloween. So it's got to be Honest Abe, the freaking vampire hunter, right? So we'll do Honest Abe out in the battlefield leading Yankees, right? With a great big freaking gnarly like King Ragnar axe. Nice. Howdy, boys. Bitchin'. Cool, cool, cool. I love it. Mod devs take the time to put this stuff here. I like to take the time to look. Nice corn he added. I told you, man. Corn brings people together. That's right. Nice. Stick your weed right through there. He's even got hemp in here, and he added pipes. So yeah, we can't get any troops, can we? They've never heard of you before, Captain Hecker. So let's go to Gettysburg, Burgermeister Gettysburg, and have a Gettysburger. So he did some additions and changes to Gettysburg. Gettysburg probably had 600 people spread out 165 years ago. Today, Gettysburg here, we have 6,000 residents, and we probably have 6,000 tourists. Let's not crash. Man, we got defeated. Holy shit, guys. We got to get some revenge. Are we going to crash again? I hope not. Yeah, entering some of these town scenes and outdoor scenes has been giving me a crash the past couple of days. Yeah, it's taking its sweet time. It's going to crash on us. So we won't be going into any scenes, but I'll have to report that. I will indeed report that. So I've gone into Indianapolis, Louisville, and Gettysburg, and it crashed on the scenes. But I've gone into St. Louis, Cairo, Nashville, no problem. Yeah, those town scenes are fine. Were there any mercenaries in the Civil War? Not that I'm aware of. Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I can't imagine there would be a need for any. There were over 6,000 Malones from Ireland that emigrated and fought in the war. over 6,000. That was one family name of mine and my mom's grandmother's side that I had a really hard time with. There was a lot of soldiers. Not that I can think, not that I know of. There could have been, but I don't know. I don't think there were. Not like Hessians during the Revolutionary War. And boy, I would sure love to play Warband complete. It was one project I was even thinking about taking on. But a Warband Revolutionary War. The assets are all there in the community. You know, permission granted. A Revolutionary War single player campaign mod could easily be made. At this point, with Warband being as aged as it is, anything's possible. All the assets and the brains are there. There's so many smart people in the Warband community. The young gentleman, I believe he's from China, maybe Korea, who is doing improvements and evolution and additions to Between Empires, is some of the most outstanding changes that I've ever seen to Warband. And Between Empires, I've been playing some Between Empires, and there's a mini mod on their Discord that a young man's, he's done things to Warband that I've never seen before. Real fine tweaks and everything, really good stuff. And it's really stable. And I love that. I love Between Empires. Between Empires is awesome. I love gunpowder. Candy gunpowder. Gunpowder ice cream. Only in Gettysburg. So let's not crash, huh? So I guess we're not going to go to Gettysburg and look around. Going to my kid's house. So yeah, we have to recruit. And so I'm going to chat with you guys all night. I'm afraid to enter the city scenes. We'll crash again, but we can probably go into the headquarters and say hello. We need to recruit. We should have plenty of money. I think I've made like 9,000. You know what? We lost all of our prisoners, didn't we? We had like 5 generals. We had 5 generals locked up. We did. We just lost them all. Shit, I had some good battles, and what happens? I come on and live stream and I lose everything. Oh man. Poor Warlord. What kind of supplies we got? Tobacco, tobacco, tobacco. I need to get some boots, don't I? Let's get to DC and get me some boots. I need some cab boots. How much dough do I have? 7,000. I got plenty of dough. Yeah, they freaking... All my prisoners are gone. Clara. Okay, we got 10 militia. Kick ass. Yeah, 1 dinar. We need to change that right there. Change that to greenbacks or something. I don't have the mod sys to change it, but that should be changed. Change that to greenbacks or something. Cool. So Clara leveled up, and we're keeping these girls as field nurses. It won't be hard to track down our companions. The world's not that big. It's not. Love it though. Nice tunes. Awesome, awesome. Nice and chill. Right on, Clara. What you got, girl? Yeah, you need everything, don't you? Yeah, you do. Give her some more. And we need some leadership, engineer persuasion. Healing, 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 healing. Yeah, that leadership, keep the morale up. And she's working with revolvers and one-handed scalpels. I gave her a scalpel. There's nothing like a girl wearing a crinoline freaking chasing the enemy with the hatchet. I'm telling you, it's a scary freaking Jason Halloween moment. The tournaments are not done. The tournaments are like Warband vanilla tournaments, but the crossbows make rifle sounds. So it's work in progress. So I don't even do the tournaments. I'm just here for the line battles. No shit. So I'm not going to go into the city yet because it keeps crashing on us, but let's see if we can hook up with... Yep, there's one of our companions now. Nice tune, man. Listen to that fiddle. So nice. Got the Pinkertons, man. He looks kick-ass. Francis! Good to see you. Hello there, laddie. Oh, we haven't recruited her yet. We haven't recruited her yet. Okay, cool. So we all know who she is. Katrin, right? For once, I've got money to spend and I intend to make the best of it. I followed the army in the Mexican War down south with General Scott for a short while in this one, selling the soldiers things like tobacco, coffee, and sugar. Watched their card games and find them girls, and barely $1 was left in my pocket in the end. And the devs, the guys who, the mod devs who were doing this mod, American Civil War mod, they redressed all of the dialogues. So the dialogues are all really nice. And they did a really good job in the dialogues. They did. The stories are really good. I like that. They threw Katrin down in Mexican War. Frances Clayton. I was going to turn her into someone famous. Stay tuned. It's no kind of life being a sutler. I have sutlers on both sides of me a mile away. Two famous sutlers. S&S Sutler. Sheed Sutlery. You guys want some good stuff? Sheed Sutlery. Get on the internet. Get yourself a good hat. You earn a bit here and a bit there. The soldiers spend their money and then along comes one defeat. That's right. We just had one defeat, baby. We just had one defeat. Holy shit, those men are pissed. We got to go rescue them. So that general's roaming around with all of our troops. So if we get enough troops real quick, we'll go back, kick his ass, we'll free all of our troops before he throws them into Slammer. Oh, smallpox, man. Smallpox was a killer. You know, General Washington, during the winter of the Delaware, had to secretly get vaccines to all of his troops who had the smallpox, and he had to keep it a secret from the British. If that would have gotten out, that Washington's army had smallpox, it could have changed the War of Independence. So we got Frances. Let's see what she's got. Probably a pistol. Nobody else. He's the quiet type. Oh, the tavern music is custom. I just made this tavern music from scratch. So the music is the reason that I made custom tavern music is you hear the song playing in the background. It was overlapping with a tavern music. And so we had background music and tavern music playing. And so I modded the tavern music and I made some tavern music from scratch. And you'll actually hear people talking. You'll hear people talking. That's the 2nd South Carolina String Band in conversation during a show that I recorded. So I took the guys hanging out and talking, and I just took that little clip out and I threw it in the tavern and I remixed. So the tavern music is custom because the music was overlapping. A little different tavern music than we'll hear in other Warband mods. I put some real folks wearing real Civil War clothes in the background. Right on. Fun, fun, fun. So we got Frances. She's joined the crew. So we're going to put her in the Vivandiers. Clara's in the Vivandiers. Preston's in the regular infantry. Rock and roll. So we got to recruit. There is no tournament. It's Warband. Let's go to the headquarters and say hello. I wanted to look at... Let's see what Frances has. You guys remember this tune from Glory? Great film, wholly inaccurate. Great film. Great score. Great music. Oh yeah. She's got the 61. So like I said, I balanced the firearms. Most of the revolvers across the board will be 90 damage, 90 accuracy, 65 speed. Just like mine. Right on. So... her skill is what will come into importance the most. Right, we need boots. Look at the new Indian heads he did, right? I love it. That's awesome. Good work. Nice. Yeah, he did a lot of good Native American stuff. Look at that. Nice. This is new. That's new. Good job. This is new. Nice civilian outfits, bitchin'. Cool beans. I need some boots. I guess I'm gonna have to grab the cowboy boots, right? Yep, I'm gonna have to go. Look at, he did the banditos. He did the look at it, the bandit mask, right? For Civil War COVID, right? Yep, see, it's nice to see you. Big hugs, bro. Thanks for the nice messages on Facebook. Good to see you, buddy. No boots, I only have cowboy boots, right? Fucking cowboy boots. We'll take the cowboy boots. Yepsy, love you to death, man. Big hugs. Thanks for the kind words, buddy. Oh, we got cowboy boots. Let's go meet the. Let's go and meet. Slow George. General McClellan. Wouldn't budge. Oh, so nice. Check it out. Awesome, awesome. Who do we have? General Wick? General McClellan. Are you ever going to get off your hands? And so he sat in his hands, just basically ignoring Lincoln. Lincoln's telling him, do something. Move the damn army. Use the army. So Lincoln fired him. So I'm thinking about modding him into Abe Lincoln, man. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Ooh. Yepsy, how are you? I've been sick. I didn't stop streaming. I'm streaming right now. Yepsy, how have you been? I have progressive multiple sclerosis. The key word there is progressive. So my illnesses will continue to progress. I had to go on a quest. I did. I went on a quest for a month. I did. I took my wheelchair all the way across the Atlantic to the Isle of Skye just so I could get the best haggis in the world. And now I'm back. You made my day, buddy. You always put a smile on my face to see your smiling face in my imagination. So General George is the commanding general of the Army of the Potomac. So the wars are now static. I think that's one thing that I didn't mention. Maybe I did. The wars are now static. So the Army of Mississippi and the Army of the Potomac and the Indian tribes will be allied against the Confederate Northern Virginia, Tennessee, and Pensacola. So I'm glad the wars are static. There was one campaign I was playing a year ago where the Army of Mississippi and the Army of the Potomac were at war with one another. And so that was weird. I had to mod it so that they wouldn't kill each other. A ball at Sharpsburg. We're not. We're going to rest. We're going to recruit. We're going to cruise around. We're going to drink some Mio. We're going to smoke some herb and some organic tobacco. And we're going to chat with our friends from Brazil. Yep, we have to rebuild our troops, guys. Oh! There's nothing we can do here. We went to the tavern. Let's rest and recuperate. That music from Glory. From the film Glory. It's a good film. In the film Glory, Hollywood trivia of the moment, Morgan Freeman portrays a gravedigger in the film Glory. And in the film, the character that he is portraying is promoted to Sergeant Major. And that's a true story. That was the first African-American U.S. colored troop that ever achieved that rank. And Morgan Freeman was actually portraying his ancestor. And so that soldier in the film that achieved that Sergeant Major rank was really his ancestor that he was portraying. I always thought that that little bit of trivia was a nice little bit. Where you going, son? You're going the wrong way. You're supposed to be going to Monocacy. Preston, you ain't going nowhere except in a box. And Yepsy, thanks for the nice words, bud. All you guys, thanks for the good company. There was like a whole gang of you guys in here. I'm sorry there's a line to the bathroom. I only have one bathroom, guys. Sorry. There's a line. I left a keg there, though. There's a keg there. Some really good IPA. Dude, where are you going? Where are you going? Go across the bridge. What's your deal, dude? Where's he going? What's up? Why won't he cross? General McPherson and his great-great-grandson is the same Professor McPherson that you guys see in a lot of... yeah, he won't cross the river here. What's the deal? Come on, I want to go to Monocacy. What the... Okay. I guess we're not going to go to Monocacy. Where you going, dude? Don't tell me he's going to go all the way around this river just to go to Monocacy. So I guess we won't be going to Monocacy. So, I think we should become free of our bond, and then we will see if we get an offer for a commission in the Army of the Mississippi. We probably will. What's our renown? 243. We're pretty close. Because I want that extra income from being the military governor of a fief. I want that extra probably 500 or 600 coin a month, maybe 1,000 a month. I don't know what he set it at. So I don't know what our rents will be. So I guess we mosey. We're not going to freaking make it to Monocacy. Who do we have here? General Burnside. Yeah, he really fucked things up in the Battle of Fredericksburg, didn't he? Ambrose Burnside. He's even got the Burnsides. What do we got? A 0 with him? He's indifferent. What are you guys up to? Ooh, we got some enemies at Alexandria. We need to get some troops. That needs to be our #1 thing on our agenda. Let's build up our army. We need a company of 100 men. Right? Yeah, we do. We should really head north. Harper's Ferry, Pittsburgh, Dubois. Let's go, go, go. Let's try to avoid the banditos. Yepsy, is winter almost over? Because we have winter coming now. It's cold here. It's awesome. I wonder if we're enemies with anybody. Does anyone hate us? Let's find out. Nope. That didn't change over, did it? That didn't change back. Because we just ended our mercenary contract, so I'm thinking this should have changed to 0, but it didn't. Home sweet home. Yeah, I'm tickled that I can kind of, well, we crashed. We couldn't go to Gettysburg. Williamsport's a nice town. Yep. Oh, she begins to pray to God to condemn me and ward off my evil. That harlot Francis Clayton. I can't keep silent any longer, General. Oh, shit. Shut up, Preston. I love that name. What do we got? Some banditos? Oh, man, he's running from General Reynolds. General Reynolds died. And Wadsworth. These guys all fought right here in my front yard. No shit. So what do we got here? Yeah, these bandits are freaking coming after us, aren't they? He's running from General Franklin. There we go. Stay near some friendlies. Who we got? General Franklin. We need some troops, General Franklin. Oh, you bastards, stay away from me. Oh, you freaking mountain banditos. Let's see if we can escape. Run, boys, run! Run to Harrisburg! I like Harrisburg. Harrisburg has a really nice little art community. A lot of nice theater district. A lot of good stuff for families to do. General McDowell. Right on. Harrisburg, it's a fort. We don't have a 500 renown, so it's going to do us no good. We can't recruit from forts. We can only rest in forts right now, so that's it. A little bit late here. Yeah, it is. What is it? It's 11:45. Let the strap on my phone back and sleep. Hey, man, get some rest, bro. Big hugs. It's always good to see you, Yops. VJ. High five, bro. Zahu's said the same thing. You young people, get some rest, man. All you guys. Oh, the mountain banditos. We'll take our chances at night. I need to get a new mouse. My mouse is starting to act funky. The buttons are getting worn out. Any of you guys are interested in a Civil War show and tell? If I'm online on stream tomorrow, I'd like to stream tomorrow. Let me know. Say hey. I'll show off some fun old-timey stuff. Alright, let's get some pig. Yep, we're just recruiting. We had that freaking major defeat. Oh! Kicked us right in the booty. Allentown. Allentown, Pennsylvania. It's right up by Reading. Reading's got a bunch of great museums. Right up here by Allentown, we have Reading, Pennsylvania. Reading, Pennsylvania has a nice community public museum where about 10 years ago there was a exhibition of all of the costumes, suits, dresses, dozens of them from Gone with the Wind. And so I took my daughter to see that, and it was a treat. It was a lot of fun. We weren't supposed to take photos or film, but I did anyway. Pig, pig, pig. How's our morale doing? Our morale's doing good. How's our state militia doing? I don't want no cab. I'll stick with the infantry, rock and roll. Yep, just getting troops, you guys. Just. This is the epic build-up, man. I'm telling you what, we're gonna end the war. Just. Yeah, we'll be back up to a company of 100 men soon. I'm recruiting some East Coast Mid-Atlantic troops for a change, because for the last couple of months I've been working with Western Theater troops, which I like. Right on. Yep, Iron Brigade, Minnesota, 4th Michigan, State Militia, cool beans, pig, 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 lots of pig. I got my fancy cowboy boots. How we sitting? 50 troops. Let's keep recruiting. We need about 100. We need at least 100 troops for a company. Let's avoid those banditos. They're only costing us 73 coin. General Park. In the summertime. Army of Nova. Doesn't look like they've had too much action. So we are going to get a commission. So I guess that will be our high point of the evening for our broadcast. Here from the Goofysburg battlefield, eating Gettysburgers. We need to rest, but we also need to move on. Keep recruiting. I don't think the bandits are going to mess with us too much. We got 69 troops. Who do we have here? General Reynolds. Right on. So the morning of July 1st, around just after 8 a.m., right out here in my front yard, General Reynolds was killed. He took a shot to the neck. So the statues we were looking at earlier in the broadcast, where I was showing some of my photography, where I was pointing out the statue, the equestrian monument of General Reynolds, that's who he was. That's why those monuments are there. Oh, he killed his own brother. That man Preston, I can't keep silent. Holy hell. Cursed by heaven, that kinslayer. Well, if you're sorry for troubling me, darling, why are you troubling me? You got cornbread, you got whiskey, what you complaining about? Holy hell. Blue tail fly. Tobacco, how much we got? Ooh, we need some. Yeah, we do. We're sitting at 6,000. How much that tobacco costs us? 300. It's worth it. It's got a good morale bonus. Wonder why. Will assist the Army of Mississippi in fighting the Army of Tennessee. Oh! Oh, bushwhacker. You guys are dead meat. Oh, man, I only got one word for these bushwhackers. Springfield. 58 caliber. Let him rest. Are we gonna die? Look at this guy. Oh, rough around the edges. Yeah, he is. We'll take 5 cab. Let's take that 5 cavalry. Throw some cavalry at him. Hey, we got guns. We got 73 freaking rifles. Holy shit. You guys ready for this? Oh, bushwhacker! Oh, bushwhacker. Oh, bushwhacker. How about that? Oh, those damn bushwhackers. Yep, looks like it's horse burgers tonight, boys. Horse burgers. Oh, silly, silly, silly. I love it. I love it. You guys will notice on my YouTube videos, I got the grass all cranked up and everything. Yeah, this map, little to be desired for this map. Yeah, starting right there, that's not good. But, play it like a challenge. Awesome, awesome. 25 bushwhackers, line them up, boys. Line them up. Oh, you guys are freaking getting drafted. Every one of you. Bunch of junk. We need the dough. What do we got? Spencer, right on. We'll keep that Spencer. Cool beans. I'll keep that Spencer. We got some ringtail, 52 caliber. Good deal. I need 2. What else we got? Ben Spencer, 44, 58, 58. What else we got? Sharps, 3 Sharps carbines, right on. Cool beans, we can use those for sure. Awesome, awesome. Good deal. Yeah, that's some good loot. There's a Smith. Shit! That'll work. What else we got? That Smith carbine. That's a nice rifle. Cool beans. That'll work. Yeah, these are much better. They're a little faster. They're like 10 points faster, so they got 65 speed, where rifled muskets like Enfield's, Springfield's, Richmond's, Whitworth's have a 55 speed rating. Accuracy is the same. Damage on the rifled muskets like Enfield, Richmond's, whatnot, the damage is, I think I bumped it up to 110. Yeah, the ball size is different. Right on. Boom, boom, 58 caliber. And I think I noticed the last campaign I played, the Lawrence is awesome rifle. I'd like to have one. Lawrence Repro, about $1,000. Yeah. Oh, those bushwhackers, I'm telling you. Got our booty kicked a little bit, didn't we? And so we get up 2 more renown points. These guys are going to try to jump us. Yeah, I don't think we can take it. We only have 45 troops. We'll get our asses kicked. We'll rest a bit. Keep recruiting. Try to avoid these bushwhackers. We need to heal up some. We got 39 regular infantry. They're like 1 coin. They're pretty weak. Entry level. It's one of the reasons that I don't fly across the map. Several people have stopped in the past couple of years and said, why don't you zoom across the map? It's not the way I play. And that's one of the reasons why getting jumped by bandits. Screw that. Oh, nobody wants to join up. They all want to join the cavalry. Yeah, our spotting skill isn't that high yet. We can't see that far. See those bandits coming. So I think we'll probably get a commission soon, because our renown is getting up there to about 250. We need to build up this company, though, that we lost. We need that 100 troops. Looks like we're at the right place at the right time. General McPherson. And now his descendant, Professor McPherson, who you guys have all seen on TV on the History Channel, he's very biased. His work, his books are very biased against the Confederacy. Keep that in mind if you ever do read his work. I think it's pretty noticeable. He's a bit anti-Confederate, or he's a bit of an activist in that regard. There is no place for bias in teaching history, conjecture or not. McPherson is the marshal, so let's see what these guys are up to. So we'll assist Sam Grant's army. Looks like he's mustering the troops in Cleveland. Doesn't this music just make you crave cornbread? Have you guys ever had grits? Don't bother. They ain't bad with a bottle of Tabasco and a bottle of honey. So what's General McPherson up to? That was a noble deed. That's right, Sonny. Indianapolis, man. Indianapolis is a fun city. There's a lot of good stuff to do there. So what are we doing, sir? Oh, wrong button. Come on. We ain't done talking to Mr. McPherson. We should go get our commission. I wonder what villages or fiefs are available. I'll take it. Let's find out where General Grant is. He's at Louisville. We are as of yet bannerless. So then we'll join back up with the army. Let's go get a commission. Ohio, USA. Best chili in the country. Except for the FBI lady's chili. The FBI lady makes the best damn chili in the country. True story. Rock and roll. Let's go, go, go. We're going to Louisville. 6 Union vets. Pork, pork, pork. Make the bacon, boys. Make the bacon. Let's go, go, go. General Sheridan was defeated. We haven't gone out west yet. We haven't gone out west yet to General Lawton. He's going to be in big trouble because he's headed right towards the marshal who's mustering his troops. So there's going to be a fight because these cats are going to run into each other. He's going to go raid Columbus, and then General McPherson's going to go to Columbus's aid. So if we go get our commission from General Grant, maybe we can make it back for that fight. We still got a bunch of really low-level troops, so we'll be hooking up with the rest of the Army of the Mississippi. General Halleck, his descendant is a friend of mine, who I used to be in a clan with years ago. And that guy is the best freaking guy, man, in multiplayer with a pistol I've ever seen. And he looks just like MacGyver. And so we called him MacGyver. And his great, I think, uncle was General Halleck. And his name's Glenn, too. How are we doing on Backy? We're doing all right on Backy. Bitchin'. We got a bunch of good rifles. We're going to hang on to them. Yeah, we are. That Smith 100, 165. We need some repeaters. That's why I want that Spencer. It's a repeater. I think it's a 5-shot. Maybe it's probably a 5-shot repeater. Those repeaters are rare. They're hard to come by. But that is that's the equalizer, man. That Henry repeater. There's a Henry repeater and the Spencer repeater are probably the 2 best weapons in the whole mod. At least that's the ones I have the most success with. Repeaters, man, rock and roll. Awesome. So these guys got $114. Let's kick down some of this loot. We don't need any of it. My guys, our troops are really well outfitted. If I see a good Lawrence with a bayonet, I'll take it. Or like those repeaters, hell yeah. Yeah, I'll keep those sharps. I'll keep 1 sharps because I want the repeaters. Oh, I'll get rid of it. Good deal. Get rid of it anyway. I got plenty of dough with more to come. So we're going to try to hook up with General Grant, get our commission for the Army of the Mississippi. So we're going to stay out in Western Theater. We'll be all over the place. We'll go down to Florida. We'll go on some raids, get some oranges, go to Disneyland. It'd be awesome. Let's see if General Grant's still in Louisville. We're building our company back up. We're back up to 81 troops. And he is still there. Good deal. Awesome, awesome. I'm going to stay low on that cav. Regulars. Good deal. What are we sitting with? Infantry, 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 cav. Good deal. Vivs, Vivs. Good deal. Preston, quit your bitching. That's all he does is bitch and moan. He's got free cornbread. He gets to shoot at people. I mean, come on. You get to go camping every night, sleeping in a tent. Get that wound treatment up. Leadership, trainer, 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 tactics, weapon master. Yeah, and his iron flesh is hurting. How you doing on long guns, buddy? There we go. Let's go join the army, boys. And I hope you all are having a... Guys, when females hit about age 18, they started wearing very dark colors. That was fashion of the day, was by age category. So when women hit 18, they'd start wearing really dark forest greens, blacks, that sort of thing. So the floral, light, bright colors were for like teenage girls or young girls. So if you see that in the film, that's not really accurate. So women over the age of 18 wear really dark clothes. And so right on, the mod devs are aware of that. They have females dressed appropriately. Like daughters and sisters will be dressed in bright clothes. And the mod expresses that. So that's pretty cool. And so Vico, what's shaking? How are you? Hello, hello, greetings and salutations. So you're just in time. We're going to enlist. We'll see if General Grant will take us, if he'll accept us and give us a commission, and we'll get to wave our own Illinois banner, right? Hail the corn, baby. Yep. Company C, the corn company. I love it. Yep. And take a puff. You're just in time. What's shaking, Vico? It's good to see you. It's always good to see you. You just got home from work, planning on making oh, lasagna. That is nuts, dude. How ironic. It's almost my birthday. My birthday is this coming week. And the strange coincidence is over the years, over the last 50 years, it always seems like lasagna somehow comes into the picture right around my birthday. You're the first person to mention lasagna. And it's almost my birthday. Right on. So I hope I see you guys next weekend for my birthday stream. It'll also be my 2-year anniversary on Twitch. I'm planning on still being alive. I don't know what we'll be doing. Who knows? We're going to Vico's house to have freaking lasagna. That's what we're going to do. Dude, I'm telling you, it always seems like there's lasagna around my birthday somewhere. And so you're the first person to mention lasagna in October. Right on, Vico. It's always good to see you. So we're playing American Civil War mod. I know you're familiar with it. And I've started modding some of the screens. Gotta have an honorary pup because we've been mercenary for about a month. Oh, also guys, the one big thing that I didn't mention, the new version of the American Civil War mod. If you're a single player campaign kind of guy, like I love single player campaign mods, right? This now has freelancer in it. So you guys can join up, you guys can join the army, you can be a private, you can be a corporal, you can work your way up, you can just fight in the army. I love doing that. In any Warband mod, I just love fighting in the army, right? I love to command troops and all that jazz too, but sometimes, freelancer, I love it. And so the mod devs for American Civil War mod added freelancer. It's awesome. So I was fighting a freelancer for like a month. And then I was a mercenary for a month. And now it's time for us to get that little bit of extra income, sign up for the army. I think we're sitting at about level 10, level 11 maybe. We just got defeated. We lost like 6 of our companions, 100 troops. We lost our whole company, so we need to build back up. Lasagna. Oh yeah. I heard you say Major General Stephen Hurlbutt from Likely Nation that he started concocting in high school. And it's interesting and it's different and it's weird and I love it. So, yeah, I'd have to say Parisno is. And we'll be streaming some Parisno again soon. And playing some Giants. Parisno is so hard. Parisno's got to be the toughest freaking mod I've played. I like a lot of Warband mods. I love anything Viking themed. But I played Viking Conquest, Britain, Walden, 1257 for years. Probably those mods the most since I've been playing Warband since the week it came out. And but once the mods came out, like Britain Walda, played that endlessly. And then 1257. And then Vikinger multiplayer. I love the Warband mods. I really do. Warband mods have given me pretty much everything that I could really want to play. I could be happy playing Warband mods until I expire. I really, it's Warband mods pretty much have what I desire. Pretty much any time period. And then fantasy out of people's imaginations. I love it. Adventure in the East. No, man, I haven't. Who was just in here mentioning that? I think Chaos. Vico, I'd like to see that. Dota. Pardon me, guys. Sorry for the coughs. Chaos was just in here. I think like a week ago we were streaming last weekend for a little bit. He's working on a mod. I'm not sure if that's the one. Maybe it is. But no, I haven't, man. I haven't. Thank you. I hope I can remember that because I want to look at it and check it out. Vico, that sounds like a blast. Man, that's some fun socialization, man. I'll tell you what. Multiplayer gaming is such a good solution for isolation for people who are disabled or people who are isolated who aren't disabled. Multiplayer gaming, man, it's good stuff. I'm still friends with my multiplayer clan buddies from 30 years ago. I'm still friends with these guys, and they're like, shit, they're hitting 70, right? So, you are known as a gallant soldier and fine leader of men, Friedrich Hecker Vikoralax. Dota Meister. Formal oath of enlistment. I am ready, sir. Holy shit, Uncle Sam. Good. The following is the oath which all volunteers and regulars mustered into service are required to take. Gettysburg Grant. If you guys Google Gettysburg Grant, that's my friend Ken. He's General Grant. He lives here in Gettysburg. He gives tours. So if you're ever in town, hit him up for a tour. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear to the Army of Mississippi. Oh yeah, let's go, go, go. Serve honestly and faithfully against all enemies or opposers whatsoever to the hat of Abraham Lincoln. So help me, Odin. Very well, you have given me your solemn oath, Friedrich Hecker. May you uphold it always with proper courage and devotion, sir. Let it be known that you are now a general in this army. I grant you the authority to command. You guys know the drill. What's he going to give me? Did he give me a village? I don't think he gave me a village. He didn't give me a village, did he? What a punk. What a punk. Yes, he did. He gave me Paducah. Paducah. I'm going to change my last name to Paducah. Yep, and Paducah's going to get raided like hell, right near Cairo. It's a slum. Oh man, I got some Yankee slum ground. I'm telling you, we're going to grow some corn. Bring everyone together. Corn brings everyone together. Oh man, he gave me Paducah? Why couldn't he give me De Pere up in Wisconsin? What a punk. So, what's the army doing, Uncle Billy? I heard that you have pledged allegiance to our Lord Abraham Lincoln with our Lieutenant General. I look forward to fighting alongside you against our forces. So we'll be a colonel. So, looks like we're looking for a new marshal. I'll support Uncle Billy, for sure. I'll totally support Uncle Billy as marshal. Uncle Billy kicks some ass, man. Total war. He invented total war. Good deal. And so what's the army doing? Yep, everybody's hurt and everybody has no troops. What's the army doing? Yep, waiting for chief of staff. So let's keep building up our company. 82nd Illinois. All of our German Jews, our Norwegians, our Swedes, our Danes. All of our Wisconsin freaking cheese churners. Right on. So we are in the army, boys. Rock and roll, Fred. That's right. Let's celebrate. Oh, we can't draw our pistol, not with the freaking general around. No shit. So, we'll see if anybody's in the pub. Check out the Indian Scouts. And so we added some cool new NPCs. Check these guys out. So yeah, we can hire these guys. They look awesome. They freaking look kick-ass. Yeah, they do. So we can hire some scouts, some trackers. That's pretty bitchin', right? Traveler, look at his bowler. Cool beans. So this actor looks like an actor. Right on. So you guys get it. Bards, right? Poems, feasts, cool. Nashville. Let's go to Nashville and attack. And so I replaced the tavern sound. It's the 2nd South Carolina String Band. That's it. Cool beans. I like the nice little changes. Welcome to Colradia, 1863. I keep goes through my head every time. So this guy, oh yeah, Rufus Dawes. Let's see who's around. Let's go get Rufus. Oh, prisoner of war. So we need to bail these guys out. Josh Ferguson. Now we sent Joe Parker out on a mission. So he didn't get captured. So he should be returning to us. So who do we really need? Who do we need bad? We could use Doc Bierce real bad, right? Let's see where Doc's at. Oh, so yeah, we need to find a ransom broker. We need to find a ransom broker. Yep, they all got captured. So we need to find a ransom broker and bail out our companions. Right, Preston? Quit your bitching, Preston. So that's that. Do we have a bunch of crap? Nope, we still have the Spencers. Right on. So what do we got? Look at the tools. Don't they look great? He's got a nice pick sitting there and some hammers. Yeah, he redressed and added a bunch of different items. The tobacco looks awesome. The rope looks really cool. Bitchin'. Let's get some ale. How much coin we got? We're doing good on coin. We need some more booze, though. Whiskey, how we doing on that whiskey? Almost done. All right, let's scoot. We have any bread? Yep, we got some bread for our head. Good dealio. So we need to find a ransom broker. Traveler didn't tell me where any ransom brokers are. Nope. No, the he won't tell me where any ransom brokers are. So some more diplomacy added to this mod would give us those options. Moccasins look kick-ass. He added some white officer's gloves. Awesome. 19th Illinois Wobbs. Boy, that looks bitchin'. Right on. Looks good. 14 armor on that. Everyone's going to die. 82nd Illinois. So I modded the names because I'm going to make an 82nd Illinois troop tree. We'll do some infantry voice commands in freaking Norwegian. That'll be fun, huh? Awesome, awesome. Some major generals. So we'll stick with, look at that. Look at the head that he did. Boy, that looks awesome. That looks really good. Cool beans. 14. With armor like that, a 14, you get shot once, you're dead. 1st Minnesota. Still looking for some boots. Instead of my cowboy boots, right? Yep, we're going to have to go recruit some more. We're looking for a new marshal for the army. Because that marshal wasn't doing shit. So let's get some more troops. We need to hit some cities. We need to find that ransom broker and bust these guys out. And if we ransom our companions from Augusta, then they should rejoin our army automatically. They should seek us out, and they should probably rejoin in like 2 or 3 days. Tobacco. Burkesville, Blair Witch Project. Spooky. Poets were a big thing in the 1800s, right? Yes, sir. Strange that they changed them into actors. Yeah, bards. I think it's strange that people worship bards these days. I have a friend who's working on a 1700s frontier mod where the servers be like that. Yeah. To be able to grow tobacco seeds. Dude, that sounds awesome, Vico. I'd love to see that. Keep me up to date on that, man, if you would, please. I'd appreciate it. I would love to do something colonial that's Warband-esque. I have something on my plate that is going to be Revolutionary War coming up. So stay tuned. I'd like to play something like Bannerlord Revolutionary War. Colonial. That would be super. That sounds really, really awesome, Vico. Our Lord Lincoln. Right? Right. Our Lord Lincoln. 100 people on Deluge events I can invite you to. Oh, I play on Deluge with the 84th. Yeah, the 84th plays Deluge. I like that. It's fucking insane. We gotta bust our friends out. Shit. They raided our village, didn't they? Yeah, they did, the little bastards. So this is our village, Paducah. It's gonna get raided like every minute. Right? We ain't got the troops. We need to recruit. We haven't hit Bloomington yet. We need to go to Indianapolis. We'll hit Cincinnati and then, oh, looted. Try to find a ransom broker so we can bust our friends out. Ransom our friends. Howdy doody do. And that's our flag right there. That's the closest flag to the 82nd Illinois, is that banner right there. The star set up on the blue field is the same. I don't know if the battle names on the white stripes are the same or not, but that's pretty damn close. So rock and roll. Cool beans. You guys want to look at these banners? I redid some of the banners. Most of these banners, I textured them. I layered them. I layered them with a couple of textures. And so I layered these to add the waves to them. They were like this one here, I added that texture to it. I added some layers to it. Give it a little bit of wave, right? And so I'll send these to King. Yeah, I textured these, and I'll add more texture to these. I did these with the last version, I think, yeah. And I retextured some of his new ones too. The Indian banners, the American Indian banners he did are awesome. General Polk has this banner. He should not have this banner. He should have this banner. So that's maybe an accident, and maybe it was overlooked. But General Polk, yeah, should have this banner rather than this banner. It's probably just number fudge. Leonidas Polk, man, his men loved him. Look at these banners. These are new with version 1.8, the new version that we're playing, that we just started this new campaign. So King did all these, but I layered these with the wavy texture because these were really two-dimensional. And so I added texture to them. And so I'll send him this DDS file. Don't they look kick-ass? Look what he did. These are the American Indian banners that the mod developers for American Civil War mod did. I think they look bitchin'. They look really cool. I was in the process of adding some banners from Total War. And then I looked, I was like, oh shit, man, he made these kick-ass banners. Look at this, cool. So sweet, nice, good work, good job. Super, super. Yep, we're gonna be Yankees fighting for Kentucky. How about that? Yeah, pretty bitchin'. Nice, 3rd Tennessee, awesome, awesome. Nice banners. Sweet. Yeah, so I did these. I threw these white ones in there. This is a layer that I use to throw over these. These were like the stock vanilla Warband, whatever. Yeah, so I threw these white ones in there that people can use if they want to texture their own banners and shit. Bitchin', look at that Bonnie blue. It looks good. Awesome, awesome. Cool beans, and fix that right there. Take that out. Holy cow, man. I can smell cornbread all over those banners. There we go. So that's our new Illinois banner. That rocks. Cool beans. Let's go to Indianapolis. We're going to go to Union Station. You guys go to Indianapolis. You guys are passing through. Go to Union Station. They got a place there in Indianapolis called Union Station, and it really was a big Union Station train station, but they've turned it into like a really big open air mall with restaurants and arcades and all kinds of fun stuff. Right on, Vico. 10:30. It's still early. Yeah, it's 11:30 here. Get some rest, bro. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for saying hey. It's always good to see you, all you guys. Yeah, man, that was, Poets, like you said, Dota. That was our TV. Going to the theater, big deal, for sure. Lincoln didn't like the theater much, though. Didn't agree with him. Killed him in the end. McPherson's no longer Marshal. I see the mountains. We must be getting near home. There's no mountains where we're at, darling. We're in Indianapolis. There's no mountains here. There's corn in every direction for hundreds of miles. There's no mountains here, baby. She's really drunk, huh? Shit, she's seeing mountains and everything. Oh, you're from Ohio. Yep, she's from Sandusky. She knows Tommy Boy. She makes that good chili. Yep, Ohio is made into beer in Boston. Rock and roll. Let's find that ransom broker. Dance. You see the music overlap? I'll address that. I like that he's put a lot of NPCs in a lot of different places. There might even be somebody upstairs. But heck, I'm just looking for a ransom broker. Building up our company again. After our epic freaking defeat. I don't need a book, I need to save my dough. I need some boots. Nice. 1st Minnesota. Kick-ass U.S. Marines. 45th New York. Lieutenant Colonel, that would be us. 14, Captain uniform. I'll save my dough, I'll keep my Captain uniform. That Captain uniform, I think I got that out of loot. Boots, just the boots I was looking for. There we go. That works. Man, it makes me feel like river dancing. What kind of grub we got? We're doing all right. Good deal. Corn, corn, corn. We need to put some more variety of food items in the markets. So there's no ransom broker here. This is bright. I don't know why it's doing this. We're like the characters, the heroes are really dark shadowed, but the scene is really bright. Whoa. Elena. Splendid to finally make your acquaintance, sir. So we must be at a ball. What I need to know is, so General Howard was elected Marshal. I would prefer to just have U.S. Grant as Marshal all the time, and in the Eastern Theater have General McClellan as, have the leader be the Marshal all the time. So we'll find out where General Howard's at. We'll go join up with the army. Chattanooga, so he's back way down south. Damn. There's no other cities we can hit. All we can do is hook up with the army. Camp Dick Robinson's being raided, so let's go see if we can assist. No ransom brokers yet. We need to get rid of these prisoners too. They're weighing us down. They're slowing us down. So we're going to muster our forces at Lexington. What's General McPherson up to? Hurting for certain. So are we. We have a bunch of weak troops. We need to train our troops up. Rest well, Vico. And thanks for the chat, Dota.
One day he rode around the farm to fly so numerous did swarm. One chance to bite him on the thigh. The devil take that blue-tailed fly and snatch him with a briar.
He'll kick our ass. Yeah, he's got 133 good troops. What's he got the most of? He's got a big mix. He's got 15 artillerymen, 10 home guard. He's got a mix of stuff. But he's got more than we do, and he's got better troops than we do. So we'll try to hook up with the army. Man, look at all the villages out there smoking. Everything's getting ready to shit. We need to rest. We need to level up our troops. We need to hook up with the army in Lexington. He's probably mustering the troops in Louisville or Lexington. Same old Tobacco Road.
Old master's gone, now let him rest. They say all things are for the best. I never shall forget till the day I die.
We're still really weak. I have a lot of low-level troops. He'll beat our ass. What's he got? He's got a dozen 20th Tennessee. Veteran. Louisiana Tigers, 31st Alabama. He's got a lot of good troops. Yeah, Disto Rifles, University Grays, Lebanon, Mississippi. Yeah, he's got a bunch of good troops. He's got all good troops. Except for that 11 volunteer infantry. And I've got like 40 low-level troops. He's got like 11 low-level troops. He kick our ass. So our best bet is to hook up with the Marshal. Strength in numbers, all that good stuff. Let's see if any ransom brokers showed up in Louisville. Nope, looks like it's the same old. Traveler. Hired gun. Let's scoot. Let's find the army. There's no generals here. And so last we heard, the Marshal was headed to Lexington. Welcome to Gone with the Window. Dude, let's find out where our Marshal's at. Welcome to Colorado, 1863. I've been waiting for my husband to buy me a new house for 1,000 years. He's not far. So he's going after that enemy that we just evaded. We probably can't recruit any veteran soldiers yet because we do not have a renown of 500. The veterans have never heard of you before. They go back to drinking their Pabst Blue Ribbon at the VFW in Gettysburg. $6 a.m., dude. Work safely. Thanks for the chat tonight, you guys. A bunch of you guys stopped in. Made my night. It's been a rough month. Saw Dr. Greenbuds on Wednesday. That was nice to see him. He was here when I was working on some of these menus and things. I love this. You see the civilian there in the illustration and he has a haversack on? Civilians used haversack to carry their lunches into. Haversacks need to come back in style. All you guys, start using haversacks. Keep your grub, your Snickers bars, and your M&Ms and your Reese's Pieces in there, and your fine tobacco. Ooh, yeah. Let's go find some trouble. We still need 50 more troops. 100 men making up a company. I'm all right with that. Yeah, shit. He's supposed to be by Burkesville. He's probably engaged. Shit. That's bad news. General Cheatham. Looks like he added some different generals, maybe. General McPherson, General Sherman. find the marshal. I'm not going to enter any of the city scenes because they've crashed on me a few times. Let's find out what the Army's doing, man. We are weak. We are hurting for certain. The Army of the Mississippi. Norma. Anna. General McPherson. These guys ain't riding nowhere. They got like 50 troops. We'll get our asses kicked. So, where is the marshal? He's not far away. Should go to his aid. They're also going to join General Howard. We'll stick with Uncle Billy. General Total War himself. Oh, we're coming, boys. We're coming. Oh, we're going to throw you bastards right back over the mountains. That's right. Just in case we get a crashy poo. Little warband crashy poo. Every year around this time, my daughter always thanks me for not naming her warband. We all love warband though. One line. Now the weird thing is I'll be commanding all the troops and I shouldn't, and so that's work with it, you know. I don't really want to command all the troops. I just want to be a part of the unfolding scenario. Something magical about that banjo pecking. Pardon me. Looks like we're going to be the equalizer, hopefully. Turner Ashby, he's no clown. That works. Boy, that was good. Microscopic tetrahydrocannabinol pods just exploding in your esophagus. Oh, what a feeling. Feeling 7-Up. Oh, big time script error. Let's go, boys. Shoot this fucker. Where's our allies? Shit. Where's our allies? Where's our allies? Yeah, we're getting our asses handed to us. Come on, boys. Yeah, we have allies right down here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Form a line, boys. Form a line, form a line, form a line. Shit. And I didn't lose the pipe the entire time. How about that? I didn't even lose the pipe. No shit. Man, I'll tell you what, I thought we were going to lose. Yep, you guys thought we were going to lose too, don't you? Yeah, you thought we were going to lose, and there you are. Yep, looking at the sky. Rock and roll. But that would be Confederate victory music. So shit, that was nuts. That was fun. Look at these WOWs. Oh, they are awesome. My daughter has a kick-ass WOW vest, man. I'll have to have my daughter do a live stream fashion show sometime. She'll go over her accoutrements and that sort of thing. Or she has a whole wardrobe. Damn, that was a fun fight. Well, we had one big epic defeat and we had one freaking decent freaking battle, right? Awesome. Maybe we're not done. We might lose. 116 killed. We outnumbered them though, 2-1. We lost 48 there. We lost 21 there. So yeah, we lost 60, 70, maybe 80 troops. We had about 300. They had less than 200. They lost half their troops. We didn't. Ooh, they got 50 left. Let's blast them. Yeah. Oh, you guys are in trouble. So their 50 was what, cavalry? I guess so. Yeah, they did a cavalry charge. They had like 50 cavalry left. They're charging us with horses. No shit, attack them. Just like Farnsworth's charge off of Farnsworth Hill. Yeah, they just went ape shit and they came right at us with horses. And that's Script Error City, huh? That's a fun battle. Boom, 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 consequences. Invalid agent ID. Changing my name Monday morning. Invalid agent ID. Gerard's Tigers, Hampton's Legion. Man, I'll tell you what. Louisiana's Wives, Terry's Texas Rangers. Ah, man. Those were the days. You turned up just in time for it, Fred Hacker. I'll not forget your help. We showed those bastards a thing or two, didn't we? Awesome. Yeah, John Porter. Oh, you're going to the Slammer, son. I need that ransom. Oh, Turner Ashby, you are going to the Slammer. Oh, yeah, ransom, ransom, ransom. We had 5 generals locked up, and then we lost the battle, so they all got freed, so we didn't get the ransoms. We were going to get some fat ransoms. We lost those guys. Freaking bushwhackers. 10th Tennessee. I'd like to do a Confederate campaign and do Sam Watkins and do 1st Tennessee. That was one of the portrayals that I was going to do here on the Gettysburg battlefield when I could still walk, is I was going to do, because the 1st Tennessee Eastern Theater, there was 2 1st Tennessees. There was the 1st Tennessee Western Theater and there was the 1st Tennessee Eastern Theater, who fought here on Willoughby Run and McPherson's Ridge in day 1 of the battle, where I lived. And I thought about doing a Archer's Brigade. I think it was the 1st and 7th Tennessee, maybe, right here, and just hang out, an impression, learn the history, and then share it with folks who are visiting. Living history, right on. And maybe we still will. So, what are we looking at? Reserve infantry. Good enough. We got 2,000 coin left. Need to make some dough. Paducah, our village, is just going to keep getting raided. We're not going to make any coin from that village at all. Our best bet is to take a city or a fortress as usual. Skirmishers. Regulars. What else we got? Let's get some more Zouaves right on. So we got some Zouaves now. 1. Do we have 1? One Zouave. Yep, 1 Zouave. I'll just throw them in the infantry because our company is so small. So we get up to like 150 troops, then I'll separate the Zouaves. I'll have 2 companies, company Zouaves, company regular infantry. Cool. We leveled up. I changed that symbol sound. I don't know if I heard it or not. I think I heard the symbol sound. It's still reading it from somewhere. Another Sharp's carbine. Awesome. We'll take it. Lauren's 1854th bayonet. Nice. Superb infantry brogans. Yep. They got Dr. Scholl's in them. Superb. Good fight, sir. General Howard's great-great-great-granddaughter lives here in Gettysburg, and she does living history. And her last name is also Howard. A lot of descendants come to Gettysburg, searching for the history of their families, I suppose, myself included. Sweet memory, just like ice cream. Right on, so what are we doing, buddy? All righty, he didn't call me into action, but we're going to stick with the army. We are home. Good dealio. What a weak army we are. We're going to Johnsonville to get some brats. Now, Camp Dick Robinson was a farm that's no longer there. The closest establishment that's on the property these days is an elementary school, but it was a farm that was made into a makeshift camp, recruitment center, training center, everything. Makeshift field camp, hospital, everything. So where's this guy going? Are we mustering the forces? Probably not. So we'll head west. We need to go to Paducah. Oh man, he's heading to Owensboro. He's being a good marshal. Owensboro's getting raided. And we leveled up, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Still building up my intelligence. Boom, boom. Filling in all my zeros. The only thing I ever fudge is my inventory. I open that inventory up, give myself a 9 or a 10 or something. I'm not going to spend all my precious, precious points on inventory. I got mules for that. Long guns, one-handed weapons, revolvers. We're doing good. Let's get that one-handed up past 100. Going happily to our deaths. Owensboro. Oh, he's running. For good reason, too. Yep, General Liddell hates us. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about him. He probably can't catch me. Nah. You're not coming after me, are you? Yes, he is. He's going to catch me. He's going to throw me in the slammer. What's he cruising? 4.1, 4.2. I'm just ahead of him. Just barely. Do we have some junk to sell these guys? Oh, yes, we do. So let's lighten the load. We got sharp, Spencer repeating. Yeah, baby. We'll keep that. Get rid of those sharps. Keep looking for the repeaters. Right on, 45 bucks. Hasta la vista, senors. Let's get some reinforcements. Man, Liddell hates me. I've captured him like 10 times. He despises me. He smells Yankee. Oh, what do we got? 44 plus our 88. Who's this? General Thomas. He's probably freaking jumping into Indianapolis too. Who do we got? McPherson? Come on, boys. Come on out. Let's jump this guy. Let's fight him. Yep, it's just after midnight. All the ghosts are out on the battlefield freaking out. You can hear bugles out there and everything. So there's nothing we can do about this guy. Unless I can get our, pardon me, our allies to come out of Indianapolis and assist us. We could kick his ass. Geez, Script Arrow City. Missed him. Too far. I missed him. That's fun. Edge of my seat. Good job, Clara. That was fun. Just my speed. Rock and roll. You guys look awesome. Check you out. Heck yeah, man. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yep. New freaking turbines on those swabs. Right on. Awesome, awesome. Cool beans. Bunch of dead Johnnies. How about that? Cool beans. Look at that. Right there. Wallace's swabs. Right. Oh, 53rd Ohio. Their uniforms are similar. Cool beans. Neat. Yeah, love the backpacks. Bitchin'. The tin cup. Greenish canteen. Cartridge box. Bayonet. Right on. We lost 15 men. Dun dun. Do-do-do-do-do. That was Wyatt Earp plucking that guitar in his younger days. And so our allies lost 27 men. Ooh, 124. You are dead meat, son. You turned up in just in time, Fred Hacker. I'll not forget your help. General Adele escaped. So epic. So we still need to find our companions. Our horse isn't dead yet. Nice Richmond. Awesome. 55 Springfield. Cool beans. Bunch of junk. Need that coin. Nice stuff. 82nd Illinois Corporal's uniform. There's something new right there. Confederate Native American Corporal's uniform. That's new. That's bitchin'. That's civilian suit. That's new. That's cool. Yep. American Indian trousers. Pants would be for women at this time period. Wallace's Wows, right on. Nice. Good stuff. Yep, that's cool. Nice items. Yeah, sunflower dispersers. Yeah, those heads are great, man. You can change up your campaign, go, fight for the Plains Indians. Cool beans. Union, Wallace's Wows, awesome, awesome. Let's sell some junk. They got 51,000 greenbacks. Good deal. Made a little bit of money off that. We still need to find a ransom broker to bust our friends out, pay them off. I still keep thinking Colradia 1863. So no one's home. We already took a peek at that. $30 rounds on that ringtail. I should get a second one while I see it because I don't see it that often. How much is that? 416? We won't get it. We'll wait and get some off the battlefield. Nice. Belgian Liege 1842 rifle musket 110 ranged. Does some damage, but I lessen the accuracy. And the speed is a little bit slower because it's older. It's a 42. Bitchin'. I'd like to have one of those. I played around with it. You can go into a store here in Gettysburg and hold one of those and take a look at them. There's a bunch of them here right downtown the stores. If you guys ever want to see this stuff, man, it's a dozen stores downtown have everything you're seeing here. Hold it in your hands. Except for Abe Lincoln's hat. So that is that. Yes, it is. Sold that junk. We're getting low on coin. We still have to train up a bunch of troops. The army doesn't really look like it knows what the heck it's doing. All of our troops are so weak. We lost a battle and we won several battles. Good deal. Indeed we did. It's good to see all you guys tonight. Thanks for the kind company and the kind words, all of you everywhere. Thanks for stopping in to chat with yours truly. It's getting late here. It's after midnight. I think I adapt to my MS symptoms as the day progresses. Thus, I'm on streaming this evening. And so thanks all of you guys. So many of you guys stopped in tonight to say, hey, thanks so much. You guys made my night. Thanks for the company. And I'll see you all real soon. I'm hoping to be streaming during the day tomorrow, depending upon how I'm feeling. And so thanks for stopping in, guys. All of you everywhere. Keep smiling. Please be safe wherever you may roam. Please rest well. And I'm wishing you a successful and good memory-filled day ahead. Each and every one of you. Keep smiling, y'all. See you soon, and I'll leave you with something fun.
We're gonna keep pushing up through these woods out here. Stay low, keep quiet. Keep your eyes open. Real close to the gang lines. Thank you, Patrol. We fire on my command.
Major gave us orders not to get into a fight. We're just supposed to be.
You obey your command. We fire my command. Okay. Perkins, Ralston, step over that big tree over there. Lucas, you're with me. Here.
It's farm. So we had a house and a barn here. So what did we see? What did we see? As we were coming through those trees from North Carolina, Alabama, and Tennessee. Archers Brigade, Bergman's 26th North Carolina Regiment, Alabama troops. I can't recall how many, but there was a lot of us. We had Tennessee and Alabama on the left, and we had North Carolina on the right. Now today, on July 2nd, 13th South Carolina be rolling through here. They were Harmons too. So we rolled through here with General Archer on the march. Didn't think we were going to see much of nothing. We thought maybe there was a few scouting parties, some Yankees. But before we knew it, rolling across this farm, we saw those boys in blue with those black hats that we'd seen before, right through those trees, right at us.
Only in Pennsylvania.